welcome back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetable Bread, and today we're going to be playing some Slay the Spire, like we do most days. Not the weekends, though. We're going to be starting off with Ironclad. Did a practice run over the weekend that got to the heart, so that's what would show up if I did the old run history, but I don't need to do that, because I know. I like to going to fires before elites, but here we can't really do it. We could go to 2 fires and skip 2 elites, and then eventually get to 1 later, but that's probably not enough elites for Act 1. Usually want to get 3. This left path looks pretty closed because there's a Mega Elite on it. There's also 4 fights before the first elite, so that's a little bit brutal. Ironclad could probably survive that, but the Mega Elite, I'm not so sure. It's possible, though. There's also 4 fights this way. You can do 3 fights here, 3 fights, 2 question marks, and then 2 elites here, and then another one. This actually looks almost harder. I guess you get an elite and then a fire at the beginning both ways. But here you have to do 2 elites versus doing an elite and then an extra fire. So the left path gets an extra fire, kinda. This way gets an extra fire too, but it's after all the elites, so it kind of matters less. Yeah, I think I'll go right. There's a little bit more choice here too. So like, if one of these is Serpent or something, I can go to this shop or stuff like that. Okay, so what are we doing? We get an upgraded bash. I don't usually like taking Neo's gift because Ironclad is really good at early hallway fights anyway, and you're going to bump up against your max health really quick. My last run, the one over the weekend, I did transform 2 cards, and I got like a Reaper and a Fiendfire. So if that was guaranteed, I would do that every time. It takes a curse this time, though, so we'd kind of have to go to this shop. This is kind of the path I was planning on going on anyway, so I could do these 2 fights. I could do fight question mark in case this is like Serpent, and then shop maybe 2 more fights. Seems pretty reasonable. The transforms can be super bad, though, which is a little bit concerning, but I don't really like upgrading Bash before Lagavulin. I don't like enemies have 1 HP, and the Ironclad boss relic is really good, so I don't want to trade it out, and we have to do something. So it's either upgrade card or transform 2. I kind of like doing really high variance things from Niao, because if they're good, that's great. They set you up for having a good run. They also, this is the best time in the run to do high variance things, because it's like okay, let's imagine we're playing Silent for a second, and we get the card that discards your hand and gives you all shivs, and like Tactics, which like when it's discarded gives you an extra, draws you a card. Like normally you wouldn't pick either of those, you wouldn't be super excited to pick either of those cards, but the fact that you have both means your deck has a clear theme already. Obviously the 2 cards aren't guaranteed to combo with each other, but they might. Or they might just be really good, like last round. So injury is not too bad. Impervious Battle Trance. Well, Impervious and Battle Trance are both quite good. That leaves us very lacking on damage, though. I also like Battle Trance because A, it's just like a really good card, and B, it helps to counteract the injury. So we're not like locked into going to this shop, is what I'm saying. Alright, let's strike, leave the Impervious in the deck, in case we need to lock for a bunch later. We're a little bit behind on damage because we only got 1 strike in last turn, so I'm going to go ahead and bash and strike now. Our max damage is 27 for next turn, so we're not looking for a kill here. Well, now our max damage is 18 next turn. That's not a kill either. So I think we Impervious and hope for 3 strikes next turn. Strike Bash also does it, and we have Battle Trance, so pretty likely to get it, yeah. Alright, took a little bit of damage, not a big deal. Carnage is a great floor 1 pick, especially if we've got kind of weak attacks. We also have Battle Trance, so we can cycle around to it. Also, a theme here is that all these cards I'm picking are good with Sneggo Eye, so maybe we can get a Sneggo Eye. Question mark is itself a fight. So we don't have to worry about getting our 3 easy fights. We're getting them guaranteed. We could go to shop on question mark if we wanted to, but we don't. We probably don't want to go to shop. We do not have lethal. I'll Battle Trance to look for Carnage. Didn't find it. So Carnage is going to be lethal next turn, so we'll just block her as much as we can. We don't have any powers. We don't have any attacks that are actually good to duplicate, so we probably don't want dual wield. We don't want Warcry for sure, and I don't think we want Bloodletting either. We don't have any of the, like, what used to be the self-damage synergy package and is now the Tungsten Rod synergy package. So I think we just skip here. Alright, this is our last easy fight. We can block out there without Impervious, so why use Impervious? Coconut says, we use Impervious to flex on people. That's correct, Coconut. Good job. These are all good cards. Should probably pick one of them. Morning, Huff. How's it going? We have Slime Boss, so we could pick Evolve to draw past the slimes. We also have Carnage, so picking Heavy Blade means that we would have like multiple things that combo with Necronomicon, for example, or Snecko Eye. So we're sort of talking about that synergy. Evolve also works really well with like Wild Strike, and I always forget the one that gives you a daze, but that one's even better. The injury is from Meow. Yeah, we got a we did 2 transforms and we got Impervious and Battle Trance. The other options were garbage. It was like Meow's Gift and Trade Out a Boss Relic, and I forget what the other one was. I wish that Evolve worked on curses. I do not understand why it doesn't. I think I'll just take Heavy Blade to get more damage. Nothing about this deck says strength scaling yet, so maybe Heavy Blade is a mistake. But I would like to pick up some damage before we start running into elites, rather than Evolve. Evolve is great against sentries, obviously, but it's not always sentries. And Heavy Blade is fine against sentries too, it does a bunch of damage. Sentries is a deck where the like energy density of your deck is really important, because you'll probably only draw like 2 meaningful cards a turn in the late phases of the fight. So if one of those cards is Heavy Blade, you're using more of your mana. But if you've played Evolve, then you draw 5 useful cards a turn. So yeah, most Ironclad decks eventually want to be strength scaling decks, so I'll pick the strength scaling card. We're almost full health, so we can fight this. Ouch. I wish that Akabiko meant that your first attack gets 8 strength, but it literally just means 8 damage, so it is not affected 3 times for Heavy Blade. Nonetheless, we can almost break him. 22 plus 6 is 28. No, we can't break him. Okay, we can't break him, so we should probably block for as much as possible. We get 8 block out of the speed pot here, so maybe this is speed pot's time. We don't have any source of artifact or anything, so I don't think we need any more from Speed Pot than 8 health. We also don't have like Sword Boomerang or anything, so I'm not afraid of using Akabiko for very little. Max damage is Bash Strike, which is 17. 17 minus 56 is 39, right? Yeah. Which is not breaking him. So let's go ahead and Battle Trance to look for more stuff. Impervious seems pretty good. Impervious and Strike. Maybe he won't attack next turn. We could set up Bash. I guess Carnage Strike is probably a pretty reasonable break. We could just Bash and ignore Carnage. Guaranteed to get a break next turn. He's going to weaken us, though. I don't really want to break him at 30, though. So I think Carnage is probably out. Yeah, I think I'll just Bash. Heavy Blade is better than 2 strikes. Yeah, we broke him at 20 instead of 21 instead of 30, but we are weak for a turn because we waited. Can't break either of these two. We can shuffle now, or we can like defend shuffle if we would rather draw a defend. I'm a little bit concerned about making this be my shuffle because this is like all attacks. So I think I will double defend. I guess I could triple defend shuffle. And the only cards that aren't getting shuffled is Bash and Injury. Okay. Restore the balance to normal. Will they ever stop attacking? I guess we just triple block. We can't kill either, so we'll bide our time. Only taking 1 damage. And 2 slimes, obviously. Okay, 1 is now not attacking. We can do 20 damage, not enough to kill him. We're going to be weak. So ideally we should put him to enough health that we can kill him while weakened, but it doesn't seem like that's realistic. Slimes are also building up quite quickly, so we need to end this fight before we die to some slimes. It's not looking like we're going to be in great shape for an elite in the next fight. But I think as long as we stay above like 30 we'll be okay. So we're going to defend at least once. We get 2 extra damage if we Heavy Blade instead of double striking. Could Heavy Blade, that would leave him at 7. 7 is 2 strikes after we are weak, but there are not 2 strikes in the deck, so it's foolish to plan around that. And he will have 6. The Bash will do 6 damage, so it's not enough for that. Well, that's our max damage currently, so we might as well defend for 10 then, and plan on killing him with the next shuffle. So we did get Bash Strike, and we could do both. It would be 6 plus 6 is 12, not enough. Wow, we're getting absolutely stomped by this slime brigade. Probably going to draw a strike with Battle Trance next turn, can't guarantee that. If we bash him, he becomes vulnerable, our weak wears off, and we do 9 damage, which is exactly lethal. So I guess we bash defend. Take 15 damage. Unbelievable. Well, this blocks for more than 2 blocks, so I guess I'll do it. Alright, there's no way we're fighting an elite. We have to go to the shop, I guess. Try to preserve what little health I have left. Okay. G. Okay, so if we're not fighting an elite, then we only get 1 elite in the act, either this one or that one. 23 is definitely dead to Gremlin Knob, right? I could pick Pommel Strike. Pommel Strike's pretty good against Gremlin Knob. I guess maybe the mistake in that fight was wasting Carnage. Carnage is pretty good against the little slimes. Is it though? I would have broken him at 30. It would have kind of been even worse. True Grit's also reasonable because this fight has slimes. We have Impervious and Battle Trance. So it's pretty reasonable to imagine this deck evolving in a sort of block-centric manner. We don't have like Calipers or anything though. True Grit is a better card overall than Pommel Strike. If we're not planning on early elites, I think True Grit's probably better for preserving health in hallway fights. Alright, let's go ahead and rest up here. Go to the shop. Ooh, can't afford Red Skull or Demon Form. It's unfortunate. We could buy a Juicy Bracelet. My favorite. Enlightenment's kind of interesting. We have a bunch of stuff that costs 2 or more. Impervious, Card, and Toady Blade. Enlightenment's also crazy with a Snecko Eye, because it limits the downside quite significantly. If we're planning on picking Snecko Eye. If we pick Enlightenment, though, we are slightly off of card removing. Is that right? Yeah, we'd have 70 left. We don't like need to buy a potion because we're not. I guess we could be fighting an elite pretty soon. If this isn't a fight, this is our last chance to power up. Enlightenment's not very good against Gremlin Knob, but it's not terrible either. Maybe we take Thunderclap. Thunderclap Carnage is quite a bit of damage. It also has strength scales, kind of. Thunderclap Enlightenment. It's pretty reasonable. We only have 3 strikes, so I'm not excited about removing one. Okay. I want to smith something. We're getting most of our damage from Carnage, so that seems pretty reasonable. What does this even do? Oh, the combat? That's something. Yeah, I mean, for a slime boss fight, that's going to discount these 3 cards for forever. This one obviously exhausts, so it doesn't matter. We're going to have to pick a lot of draw to make that Enlightenment good enough. I think I need the damage from Carnage. Char's nice. We could use the heal. I believe you get a card reward out of this fight too. Let me check that really quick. Yeah, you get gold in the card. Okay. Yeah, I think we fight the mushrooms. We're pretty high on health. We're like lacking on power because we skipped 2 elites, so let's fight them. Of course, we skipped 2 elites because we were feeling weak. But you know, Akabeko Carnage is a lot. So we could just knock one down, but then we become vulnerable. We could also just bash strike one. Yeah, so I could be a Carnage one. Block out, defend to block some of the rest. Max block is defend, True Grit. Then we can block out until we're done being vulnerable. If it hits Heavy Blade, we're not too sad. Uh-oh, now they're both powering up. Let's see what's in our hand. Right, Enlightenment reduces the cost of Heavy Blade. Make everybody vulnerable. We can kill one or set one to 1. And then we're doing 9 damage to the other one. Pretty good chance of drawing Carnage and ending the fight no matter what we do. If we don't draw Carnage, we're pretty much... I guess we could completely miss an attack, but if we do, we're getting Impervious. So it doesn't really matter if we're vulnerable, so we'll take the perfect damage. This is the worst possible hand. We missed Impervious and Carnage, and Bash. Strike is not enough damage. Alright, well, whatever, we can just double block out, I don't care. Kill you next turn. Alright, and we got a Power Through. It's the highlight of this card reward. We have True Grit already, and Impervious, so I guess we'll take Power Through and be really good at blocking. Kind of missing that Evolve now. We don't really have enough gold to go to a shop, so I'd rather go to a question mark. Wow, how are you at A200? That's impressive. Also, welcome to the stream, Kurotenshi-sama. I don't think I've seen you around before. No, it definitely does not. A20 is the max. See, it even says max level. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see my finger, but you can't. This hand is all skills, which is really unfortunate. Let's see. So if we get like Thunderclap, Heavy Blade next turn, that's the max damage. We would do 25. So we're not killing him next turn no matter what we do. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Let's Battle Trance. Oh my god, for 1 strike. Well, I guess next turn's good. Ugh. Probably like Thunderclap Bash, just to make sure he's vulnerable for the rest of the fight. Gross. Yeah, I'm not even sure what options are available if they wanted to make an A21. It seems like they're just doomed to have it feel extremely unfair. So let's see. If we like Bash Strike, that sets him up to be vulnerable next turn and does 17 damage. If he takes 17 damage, he is at 21. Carnage kills him. Triple Strike kills him. Strike Heavy Blade kills him. Just Heavy Blade kills him. It's a pretty good chance of killing him next turn. Can we afford to Bash Defend? I guess Bash Defend only saves us maybe 1 life, so I don't think it's probably worth it. This increases my odds of getting an out significantly. Alright, we got him. Alright, Thread and Needle's great. Limit Break is great. We've already sort of committed to being a strength deck with the Heavy Blade. The problem with Limit Break is we have no current source of strength, so it's kind of just a curse. Sometimes it's like that, though, you know? No way. 16 health? I'm not fighting a already woken up Lagavulin. We could maybe take an upgrade. No, I think we'll rest here, and then if we're feeling healthy after this hallway fight, we can get an upgrade. I wish I could Limit Break my Akabiko strength, but no, that's not how that card works. I'll just exhaust the Limit Break since it's a curse. Alright. We don't have lethal, so we should probably block. We can block out, which is neat. Strike does more damage than Thunderclap, so I'll do that. Thanks, Thread and Needle. Yeah. Why isn't it Needle and Thread? Why is it Thread and Needle? That's weird. I guess we can spend Impervious, and the next turn we can Power Through. So I won't Battle Trance. My next turn is already looking good, so. I guess we could actually just block out with True Grit. Oh wait, we probably have Lethal here. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, that was a 0 damage fight that gave me a potion, so it's about as good as you can expect. Second unupgraded True Grit is a little bit dicey. We have a lot of defenses for Act 1. True Grit, Power Through. And Impervious. Hopefully Impervious comes up on the big attack slime turn. That'll be nice. We do have Blessing of the Forge, so we could take a True Grit and then upgrade it. None of these have Strength on it, which is what I was hoping for. I think I would have even taken a Flex here, just hoping that Flex and Limit Break find their way together. Or that I find an Artifact source later. Okay, what's the upgrade going to be? I guess True Grit. All right, if I'm guaranteeing myself an upgraded True Grit, I don't think I'm going to take a second one. But I don't feel strong enough to skip here, so maybe we take the Iron Wave. Our only attacks are Heavy Blade, Carnage, Thunderclap, and then 3 strikes. Yeah, okay. I think Iron Wave's pretty okay. Yeah, I want to upgrade Heavy Blade, but then the upgrade like doesn't do anything because I don't have any strength. Alright, True Grit. Let's go. I guess a Battle Trance. Hey, it was Carnage. Carnage is super good against Slimus. I'm going to restart the fight so I can Enlightenment and get an extra strike in. It's good when you make your mistakes near the beginning of the fight, so that restarting is easy. Maybe we pick up a Juggernaut. We have a Threaded Needle and Iron Wave now. I guess we just bash. Let's see, we're planning on breaking him next turn. Our max damage is Thunderclap Double Strike. Yeah, it is better to not make any mistakes, that's true. I think we just Heavy Blade Limit Break. We already have Vulnerable next turn. So we don't like necessarily need to bash right now, and bash does less damage than Heavy Blade. I probably won't want to break next turn anyway, even if I can. Yeah, and Power 3 will end up with the big attack. Not quite as nice as Impervious lining up with big attack, but still nice. I can block for 28 if I use the Forge Pop. 32 actually, so I'd take 6. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, if only it were that easy. Alright, so we can True Grit a Wound, and then Thunderclap Strike. I guess we don't want a Thunderclap Strike because that breaks him, and it's not very much damage, so I'll just True Grit a Wound and play the Slimed. And then we are Carnage Waiting Room. No, we can't bash either. Well, he's just preparing this turn, so hopefully we get a good break next turn. Let's see, is it possible we can't break him next turn? It is possible. We could get 4 Slimes, a Wound, and an unupgraded Defend. But sometimes you lose the game, and that's okay. Hey, we got Carnage. And Enlightenment, look at that. Alright, now he's just the fight that almost killed us earlier. Twice, at the same time. We're definitely playing Defend Plus. So let's do that. It looks like we need to block for a lot, so maybe Iron Wave Defend for the rest, even though we have an upgraded strike just sitting here, waiting to be useful. Pretty afraid of Frail, so I think we're going to leave the Acid guy up. Still taking 9 here. Well, that's Battle Threats. So he breaks at 15 plus 4 is 19. So Bash doesn't break him. I guess we power through Slime. Oh, we can't forward Slime. Here we are getting frailed. Wow, and then just getting absolutely beaten up. Do I die here? Block for 5 total. Yep. Wow. Yeah, Hoff called it. The Slimes were not having it this game. What the hell? Okay. Maybe I should have taken that Evolve. I think that was the mistake of the run. Because I took a Heavy Blade over it, and the Heavy Blade never paid off at all. The Evolve was guaranteed to do something at least. Okay, a lot of colorless card options here. Max HP is always nice. A bunch of early shops available, so the curse is not too bad. Rare colorless cards are kind of interesting too. Alright, I think it's spreadsheet time. Let me get the spreadsheet up real quick. I'll switch the view. And we're going to pull up colorless cards. I almost never evaluate colorless cards, so this is exciting for me. Okay, let's delete whatever was in there before. Also, I'm going to rename this to SDS. Because it's not really about Watchers anymore. It's about Watchers when I was doing a bunch of Watchers. Okay, so the options are either choose a colorless card or choose a rare colorless card for a curse. So I'll sort them by rarity the other way. Or I guess the first way is fine. And then only the top ones will participate in one of the calculations, whereas all of them will participate in the other ones, except for special, because you can't get those. Okay. How good is a Niao silent deck with Violence? Violence is great. It's got like a tutor effect. If you run like not that many attacks and the attacks that you have are really powerful, then it's great to be able to tutor them out. But I'm just kind of struggling to think of like what those are for silent. It's like you got Poison Stab and like Backstab is innate and exhausts, so you're rarely in a position where you need a tutor for that. I guess like Flurry of Blades. There's a bunch of like rares too, but you can't really count on getting those. There's no like Violence is crazy on defect because you can like go get all for one or something, Hyper Beam. But Silent isn't really like that. It's still good, but it's not particularly good against like Gremlin Knob either. I'll give Violence a 4. It's hard to imagine Violence not being great, but it's not amazing either. Transmutation. Silent has a number of X-cost cards, so if you get Transmutation from Niao, you're pretty much thinking, okay, how do I find like a Malaise and what's the other one called? The attack one. And you do like energy manipulation, you get backflips, you draw a bunch of cards, play a bunch of cards, and then you probably kill people with Catalyst anyway, because you're playing Silent. It's good, but a lot of colorless cards cost 0 anyway, so like the mana cost reduction on it is like not a big deal. I guess a lot of them cost 2 as well. Wait, are there no colorless cards that cost 1 and aren't special? Oh, I guess like Discovery does. It's weird that almost all of them cost 0, and then a bunch of them cost 2. Huh. And there's only 2 that cost 1? No, it's only Discovery. Discovery is the only one that costs 1. It's so weird. Oh wait, Madness. It feels like Madness should only be available through that event. I don't know why. Madness is also available through other means. So Transmutation is super weird. When you upgrade Transmutation, they become upgraded, which is crazy. Because upgraded colorless cards are really good. So I guess I'll give this a 4. I don't know. It's not like mind-blowing, but it's cool. It gives you solutions to problems. It's terrible against Gremlin Nub. Thinking ahead is weird. You get to do cool stuff with apparitions if you think ahead. Because you're like, oh, I don't need apparition this turn, but I might need one next turn. So I'll just take my unupgraded apparition and get it out of my hand without exhausting it. It also just like is card draw and costs 0. It's pretty good. It's not amazing. It's kind of like what's that card? One-Light Plans, except you don't have to keep the card literally in your hand, and it costs you a card draw next turn to redraw it. But then it gives you card draw this turn. I think Thinking Ahead is a 5-star card. I think Ahead's great. Apotheosis. Apotheosis is like kind of interesting. It's like Apotheosis is a solution to a problem, right? Apotheosis is like, it's Act 2, and I like had to rest a lot in Act 1, so like all my cards are unupgraded. So I pick Apotheosis and then upgrade it, and great. Now I don't have that problem anymore. I don't have to rest, right? Or like I took Fusion Hammer, so Apotheosis is great. So it's really weird to get Apotheosis from Niao. It's like, how do you optimize a deck to take advantage of being an Apotheosis deck? Pretty bizarre. I think I'm going to give Apotheosis like a 2. It's like a 2 mana does very little card early on. If you upgrade it, it's 1 mana and it makes all your other stuff upgraded. You kind of still don't use it unless it's like an off turn though. Chrysalis is great. There's a lot of really good silent skills. They cost 0 this combat. That's kind of insane. If you upgrade it, it like totally changes your deck every fight. It's 5 stars because it gives you crazy stuff. Hand of Greed's obviously 5 stars. It's like the best option for a Niao colorless card. It totally changes the run, makes you super rich, gives you a side quest, does a ton of damage. It's like getting a dash from Niao. Magnetism is pretty weird. It's good if you have like Mummified Hand or something, and you just like want to play a power that doesn't really do much, but it does something. Some colorless cards are like extremely good, so if you get one of those, Magnetism is great. It's really difficult to evaluate Magnetism specifically because it like depends on how good other colorless cards are. Magnetism is like, do you want to take the same Niao benefit every turn for the rest of the game? Okay, great. I guess I'll give it 3 stars just because I'm so confused by it. Master Strategy is obviously a 5-star card. Just like really cranks up the heat on whatever your deck is doing. Mayhem's kind of a weird one. You have to build your deck a little bit differently if you know that you're going to be playing Mayhem, because you can't pick cards that like are only good in certain circumstances. So like, for example, if you pick Mayhem, you've pretty much locked yourself out of picking Catalyst, like ever, because you have to like hold Catalyst for a long time. And then Mayhem just plays it on the wrong target and you cry. It's still good though, because it like draws and plays a card. And that's just something that's really powerful to do for 1 energy. So I'm going to give it 5, but it's weird. It makes you compromise. Metamorphosis is pretty much the same thing as Chrysalis, but for attacks. It's kind of even better, and I gave Chrysalis 5 stars, so I'm not sure. I guess Metamorphosis gets 6 stars? I don't know. Panache I have found really underwhelming. It's like, the dream is clear. The dream is you play like a Shiv deck, and you use Panache to supplement your damage, but like, if you think about what's really happening with Panache, it's like, okay, let's say you play 5 shivs, right? Shivs do 4 damage, that's 20 damage. Panache does 5 damage, or does 10 damage. And it does it to all targets, so that's nice. But like, if you're doing a shiv deck, um, A, good luck. You need Kudai or something. But B, like, your shivs need to be doing a lot more than 4 damage. So let's pretend that like, you've got either strength or like something else is happening. Your shivs do 9 damage. Then like, Panache is a lot less impressive because it's like, your shivs did 46 damage, or 45 damage by playing 5 of them, and then doing 10 damage to everything is like not that impressive. It is neat that Panache itself costs 0, so if you're like, if you're playing whatchamacallit, like an Unceasing Top deck, then Panache is kind of a finisher. It's kind of fun that if you have a Panache, a deck that's just like Panache and Deflect, and like 5 copies of Deflect, or just 1 copy of Deflect, I guess, you like kill the heart every time. It's like not even close. And Unceasing Top. But good luck getting there. I don't know. I guess Panache is probably still a 5-star card. I'm going to give it 4 stars because it's hard to build around. Sadistic Nature has got some sort of very specific combos. It's like really good with, let's see. It's really good with like Wave of the Hand, but I can't get Wave of the Hand because I'm silent. How do you do Sadistic Nature with Silent? It seems like every time Silent wants to apply a debuff, they have to like spend a whole card, which is kind of interesting. It's good with other colorless cards, right? Like Blind and Trip, that apply Weak and Vulnerable, respectively. I mean, obviously it's good with like Piercing Wail too, but it's just 3 damage. It's not like a ton. Silent does tend to want to apply a lot of debuffs, and it is a 0-cost power, so if you get any power synergy stuff, that's really nice. But it just doesn't do that much, especially in Act 1, so I'll give it 2. The bomb is great. It like can totally win you Act 1, basically. I like how it's not a power. It like seems like a power because it like applies a little status to you, but you can just like play the bomb and then like whatever, headbutt it back onto your deck, and then play it again and you have 2 bombs. It's a little bit awkward, but it's like if you could just put Omega in your deck, it would basically be what the bomb is. So I'll give it 5. Secret Weapon is incredible. Same with Secret Technique. Those are both just obviously 5-star. Like tutor effects are crazy. Okay, so we're gonna lock in this one here because that's all the rare ones. So we're gonna do A1 to A15. Okay, and then we're gonna keep evaluating. We're gonna skip all the special ones because you can't get those, and there's a lot of them. Okay, and we're gonna keep going. Dramatic Entrance, pretty freaking good in Act 1. I'm gonna give that 5 stars. Upgraded does 8 damage AoE. That just like that just wins you a lot of fights. Even in like Act 2, like, you know, if you can apply Vulnerable to a Slaver and then do 8 to all, you're still doing like 12 damage for 0 mana. And like, since we're silent and we're keeping our starting relic, we're gonna have trouble spending all of our energy in our first turn anyway. Which is why cards like Backstab are good. So Dramatic Entrance is like an AoE Backstab, which is great. Excuse me, I'm going to go get some water for a second. Actually, let me catch up on chat before I do that, just in case you guys have been saying stuff. Oh man, you've been saying stuff. Sorry, just catching up. Okay, and you can all see me catching up through the glory of OBS. Thanks, OBS. I wonder if earlier versions of OBS just like had your stream key like on this page where people could see them if you happen to accidentally stream this page. That would be awkward. Okay. I think I was talking about discovery. So discovery is weird. I feel like it used to cost 0 when it's upgraded, but I guess it just doesn't exhaust when upgraded. It's a weird card. It's weird for sure. I think it's usually pretty good. It's probably not great in Act 1 because of Gremlin Knob, but it also just like, it solves whatever problem you have right now. And I think that's pretty good. It also can just like get you cards that are like really unfair to cost 0. Like you could find like a Deus Ex Machina, or not Deus Ex Machina, like Diva form, right? And just be like, oh, I guess that's happening this fight. I guess that can't happen because it doesn't say of any color, so it's presumably just silent and colorless cards. I guess I'll give it a 4, just because it's weak against Gremlin Knob. Impatience is great. It's great for silent. Lots of silent decks have no attacks in hand, pretty much all the time. Good Instincts is okay. It kind of needs like a lot of draw to support it, or Unceasing Top or whatever. It's not really something I'm super excited to get from Meow. I'll give it a 3. Forethought is terrible. It's like, how do you waste more than 1 draw? Forethought. I mean, I guess it's okay with Intangible, but whatever. Or like maybe if it's a really predictable fight and you're near the end of your deck, it works with like Wraith form or something. There's situations where Forethought is incredible, obviously. Maybe Forethought is supposed to be played with Grand Finale. I can see that. Just always puts it at the end of your deck. But whatever. This is not a Grand Finale deck. Flash of Steel. There's not really much to say about it. It's kind of just like a 4-star card. It's not very good against the Heart. But if you get like a Kunai or Shuriken, or like Ornamental Fan, obviously it's amazing. I guess I'll give it 5, just because like this is Act 1. We need to kill stuff. It's great against Gremlin Knob. Not great, but it's not great against anything, but it's okay. I intentionally purchased an Enlightenment in my last run, which is crazy. Usually Enlightenment's kind of like a mistake. But yeah, I think I'm going to give it like a 2. I don't have any cards currently that cost more than 1, so it would be I'd have to do a lot of building around, and then it doesn't do very much. Finesse is a lot like Flash of Steel. It's great if you get lots of deck scaling, and deck scaling is something that Silent really wants to do anyway. Yeah. I don't know if I can give it a 5-star card because we're in Act 1, but I think I'll give it 4. Swift Strike is like a worse version of Flash of Steel. It's just like a strike that costs 0. It's kind of neat because Silent, again, has trouble spending all its energy on the first turn. And, you know, if you get Swift Strike in turn 1, then great, you fit it in. But it's not something I'm going to want to add to the deck. So I'll give it a 3. Trip is great. Silent often finds terror. Marginal sources of vulnerable, in particular, are somewhat less valuable. Because why would you pick Trip when you can have vulnerable? Or terror, but we don't have terror currently, and terror is like super good. So maybe we should take Trip instead. Plus, Trip costs 0 and terror costs 1, so they're different. I think Trip's like 4 stars. It's pretty good. Jack of all trades. Why does this card exist? When you upgrade it, it does give you 2 random colorless cards. And I guess it costs 0. There's not much exhaust synergy for Silent. Actually, is there any exhaust synergy? You can't have like Feel No Pain. Tough Bandages is discard, not exhaust. Yeah, I think there's no exhaust synergy. I'll give Jack of all trades a 3. I don't know what to do with it. Just it replaces itself. You just get another Jack of all trades, right? That's how that works. Madness is bad. I mean, sometimes it's great, obviously. It's kind of like a mummified hand, but you have to draw a card to use it. Give it a 2. Deep Breath is kind of interesting. It doesn't cost you any card draw. And if you upgrade it, it draws 2 cards, so that's kind of good. But it's also a skill, and we have to fight Gremlin Nub in the future, so 3. Dark Shackles is great, but we are silent, so we already have basically a better version of Dark Shackles. Like we have AoE Dark Shackles as a common. But Piercing Wail does cost 1, so I think Dark Shackles is just still a 5-star card. It's just that's how crazy Piercing Wail is. Blind is okay. It's a little bit better than Trip, both because I was going to say Silent doesn't, because Terror makes Silent so good at applying Vulnerable, but really Silent is even better at applying Weak, because you have Neutralize and like Leg Sweep and stuff, although you don't always find Leg Sweep. Blind is pretty great. It blocks for a bunch, costs 0, saves you a bunch of health in hallway fights. I think this, I'm not going to give 5 to very many skills, but I'll give it to Blind. I've given 5 to 2 skills in a row, and I might give it to Bandage Up too. I think Bandage Up maybe is a 4. It does less than you think it would do. It does give the deck a side quest, which is kind of neat. So if it's a long fight, you can manipulate. Also, if you have like Strange Spoon or something, Bandage Up. If you have Bandage Up Plus and Strange Spoon, you heal on average for 12 per fight. So like let that sink in for a second. That's like a meat on the bone. And sometimes it's like more, but sometimes it's less. You know, sometimes it's 6. Still, this is Act 1. Silent definitely does have trouble with sort of healing per fight, but Silent also has trouble with Act 1 side quests, particularly when those side quests don't kill anybody. So I'll give it a 4. Panic Button is interesting. It costs 0 and blocks for 40, so it's really nice. If you have some way to retain it, like a Runic Pyramid or a Well-Laid Plans, then like it's really nice to have that Panic Button there. But in most practical situations, Panic Button will get you killed. I don't know. I guess the fear of Panic Button has prevented me from picking it, so I don't know if I've ever actually played Panic Button. So maybe Panic Button is great and I just don't know it because it's like, I haven't realized it, but it seems like netting yourself for 2 turns for a block is really dangerous. It seems like you could pick Panic Button if you're like if you're trying to do an Entrench like Ironclad deck. That'd be pretty neat, but that's not what this is. I guess I'll give it a 2. I'm tempted to give it a 1, but I think I'll give it a 2. Speaking of giving things 1s, Purity. There's basically no use for this at all until like the Heart. I guess who's our boss? Okay, Slime Boss. So like Purity can do stuff, but I don't like that. I don't like the way it does stuff. It's very slow. And you have to draw it, and you have to draw all the cards you want to exhaust with it, and then there's no exhaust energy because we're playing Silent, so I'm going to give it a 1. Panacea is great. Panacea combos with Wraith Form, and it combos with random potions, and it just is good on its own. It just prevents enemies from debuffing you. I'll give it 5. Mind Blast is great if you are doing an endless run, but this is not an endless run. I guess if you upgrade it, only costs 1. If we get Mind Blast from Niao, though, we're picking a card at every card reward for sure. And then doing 50 damage to the Spire Spear, which is pretty nice. That's hard to deny. It wins a lot of fights. I think I'll give 5 stars to Mind Blast from Niao. Okay. So the difference in score is 4.2 versus 3.8. But for both of them, you get to choose, so the variance matters as well. There's a couple of stinkers in there. There's a couple of 1-star cards. But since you get to choose, the worst option is like you get both of the 1-star cards, which I don't remember what they were, and then like a 2-star card. So like this 3.8 is a little bit deceptive. I'm really surprised by how good these options were. I normally don't think of... oh yeah, pellets does work with panic button. That's a good point. Also, welcome to the stream, Aldat Bandit. Thanks for coming. I haven't seen you around before. Since there's a couple of new people, I'll introduce myself. I am a game developer. So I am making video games sort of roughly in the same vein as Slay the Spire, which is to say I'm making a roguelike. And so I'm trying to build a community around people who like that sort of game so that eventually I can have a bunch of people to play test things and, you know, give feedback and stuff. But for now, I'm just playing Slay the Spire. Also, my camera's kind of positioned wrong, so I'm gonna fix that. Went right under those options there. I think, right? There's nothing. Yeah, you guys don't need to know the beta branch I'm on. Nobody cares. Okay, so I think we're gonna take choose a colorless card. There's a lot of analysis. We're probably taking like this route. Because we want 3 fights and we don't want to fight the Mega Elite. And we can't... Oh wait, was there a reason we're not going to go left? I think... So currently the game is not a card game, Hoff. Currently the game is just a sort of straight up Berlin roguelike. I really appreciate card games. I worked on Hearthstone and I played a ton of Magic. Card games are like part of my blood, or they're in my blood. I like really love card games, but I feel like they're a little bit played out because it's actually really frustrating to not have all of your options available to you every turn. I feel like it really limits the sort of strategic branching factor. A lot of the times, Slay the Spire turns like mostly just play themselves. Like you have enough energy that you're going to play 3 of the 5 cards in your hand, so you just like pick the 3 best ones and play them, which is fine. Like most of the interesting complexity in Slay the Spire is in the deck building, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be in the card playing as well, but I really appreciate the like top-down turn-based tactical RPGs that like Berlin roguelikes are, and I really want to present that that particular brand of strategy experience to people. We can only get 2 elites, so maybe since we're going to an early shop anyway, maybe even though like the spreadsheet said that picking a colorless card is like almost as good as picking a rare one. Maybe we take the rare one anyway, just to be sure we're getting a good one. And then we go sort of this way. So we get an extra fire. Or we just do all that analysis and then take 6 max HP. Or boss relic. Boss relics are always good. Silent, the starting relic, I'm not like mega attached to. Boss relics, though, sometimes it's like Black Star or something. If we're only getting 2 elites, that's not super appealing. So I think I will take a rare colorless card. Alright, we got Hand of Greed, which is pretty great. These are among the worst ones, so I think Hand of Greed's a pretty clear pick here. Alright, Hand of Greed, let's go. And we got Doubt, which is pretty bad, so gotta watch out for that. Alright, don't let me forget, I gotta get Hand of Greed every fight, it's important. We get to discard Doubt here, which is nice. Doesn't look like we get a Hand of Greed kill unless we draw a Neutralize, which we did not. Do we think we can chill until Hand of Greed comes back? I guess that's not really a question for this turn. The question this turn is, do we want to take damage or not? And I think we don't want to take damage. Oh, Doubt. Why do you hurt me so? Alright, it's possible we top deck Hand of Greed. Nope. We can block for 15 and take 6 for a slightly over 50% chance of getting hand agreed. So that is... So let's say we get 11 gold on average if we triple defend here. So we're taking 6 damage to get 11 gold. That's like a pretty bad event. I think I would skip that event. We are about to go to a shop though, and it's a forced shop. So I think I will try to squeeze out that little bit of gold. Ooh, we didn't get it. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, so now we have a different math equation. Now we can either take 6 more damage for a guaranteed 20 gold, or we can kill him. Well, if we took 6 damage for like 11 gold, well, it seems like we should take 6 damage for 20 gold, although we have lower health now. Let's see, are we surviving? We have to take the elite before a fire. So taking 6 damage is like not a small amount. This is way too greedy. I think I just have to kill him. The first one was a mistake too. I regret everything. Dagger Spray is great. Poison Stab also great. Dagger Spray is way better against sentries, but I think we're more concerned about Gremlin Knob, and Poison Stab is better against Gremlin Knob. So I think we take Poison Stab. Alright, we have to get rid of Doubt. We are losing access to Vajra, Captain's Wheel, and Dolly's Mirror for the run. With our card remove, we're only got like 42 gold left over, so I don't think we're going to be able to buy anything else. We could afford Prepared, but Prepared minus is like one of the worst available cards, so let's skip that. Jawworm is a challenging fight for Silent. Not a terrible draw though. It looks like as long as we top deck a strike, we're going to be able to hand upgrade him. And we did. Nom 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 nom. Give me your money. Footwork's great. Gotta love footwork. Backstab helps more against Gremlin Knob. But you have to build the deck. You can't just build around Gremlin Knob, and we're pretty good against Gremlin Knob, to be honest. Like better than normally. I think we skipped the Gremlin Knob. Or we skipped the Golden Idol. It's kind of greedy here. We also already have Hand Agreed. And it means that enemies drop 25% more gold. We already have an extra source of gold that is not drops. So I think we're going to skip this. Hand Agreed shuts him down right away. I'll take that. And then block and take 7. Hand Agreed also does not exhaust, so we can get them both here. So I think I'm going to plan on doing so. I will Poison Stab instead of Strike. There's an argument for Strike because I can't accidentally kill him with Strike, but I think I will just be careful and not kill him with Poison Stab either. Right, he's in range. Got him. Deadly Poison's nice. We do have Poison Stab, so we've got a little bit of synergy there. Sucker Punch is good against Gremlin Knob, though. And we haven't upgraded Neutralize, so we don't have great weak up time. And the next fight is an Elite, so I think we're going to take Sucker Punch. Piercing Wail, obviously, is also super good. This is just a really good card reward all around. Kind of hurts to take Sucker Punch, but I think it's correct. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the Gremlin Knob. I think we care about damage more than we care about developing footwork, because we generally don't want to play skills in this fight, if we can avoid it. We're going to have Strike, Neutralize, Hand Agreed coming up. Great timing on Neutralize. It's not going to be lethal, though, but we're going to do it anyway. And then if we redraw Hand of Greed, that is lethal. Come on, Hand of Greed. So 1 and 3. We don't have any lethal here, so we can just triple block. I'm not sure even that saves us, so I guess let's prioritize surviving the fight. Okay, we still have not survived the fight, so we have to play all 3. Ooh, surviving at 1. Yikes. We could just lose the run to try and get Hand of Greed next turn, but I don't think I want to do that. Bane, we have some source of poison. Flying is a better overall card. We haven't picked a ton of expensive stuff, but we do have Hand of Greed. I think I'll take Flying Name. Obviously, we're resting here. We do a lot of stuff when we kill somebody now. When we kill somebody, we get 20 gold and 1 energy in the card. Ooh, yeah. Oh, what? Man, I thought I was getting a... getting a feed here for sure, but I didn't draw it. Max block is Footwork, Defend, Defend. Alternately, we could Footwork, Defend, Sucker Punch, or just Defend, Defend, Sucker Punch. I don't really like attacking because I hopefully will kill all of these 3 with Hand of Greed, depending on how greedy we want to be. Sucker Punch is going to block for, if I hit this guy, he'll hit for 6. So it blocks for 2, so Footwork blocks for more. So I'll just Footwork double defend, that's max block. We're not getting weakened either, so Hand of Greed is still killing any of them. We are getting beaten up though. Okay, so Hand of Greed's going to do 15 damage after we're weak. It's still enough to kill any of them. So we'll just get that train started, and we'll break the armor on both just so that we can emergency kill one of them if we need to. All right, block out here and put them both to emergency kill levels. Hand of Greed. Hand of Greed. Do we have a guaranteed kill next turn? No, but it's... Actually, yes, we do. We can't miss. Okay. We can afford to be greedy here. Oh wait, they're all strikes next turn. Oh, I guess that's not true. Come on, Hand of Greed. Let's go. These are all attacks. I'm not taking 7. There's Wraith Form. Okay. Do we dodge this elite and go to an extra fire? We're feeling pretty weak. Maybe one of these question marks is a shop. We're getting some money up. Yeah, I don't think there's any world where we like go into this elite feeling good about our chances of survival. I think we have to dodge. Backup prep is kind of unnecessary on silent because of the Ring of the Snake. If we have Wraith Form, though, we might be trying to set something up. And if we draw 9 cards on the first turn, we're more likely to be able to set it up than if we draw 7 cards. Also, we're very close to death, so any marginal chance of survival is much more valuable than Sapphire Key, so I'll take that. Okay. We'll definitely neutralize, and we're going to block out with 2 defense, so I guess I'll do that now. And then I guess Flying Knee does a bunch of damage. Sucker Punch keeps him weak for next turn, though. I think that's pretty valuable. I guess we're Wraith Forming here. I don't really want to take 8. We don't have lethal. We have 29, but not 39. What's the Hand of Greed upgrade look like? Yeah, 25. Okay. Wraith Form, sure. Good thing I have no attacks next turn. We're getting robbed. What a punk. This backflip goes with our footwork. Yeah, okay. Might keep us alive. So if we get it in the first 2, then we can survive at 1. So, okay, so if because it doesn't really matter if we die, like, to a hallway fight or to the boss. What we really care about is our heart kill rate. So are we likely, if this deck was on, like, cruise to kill the heart, then I would skip this, right? But this deck has nothing going for it, really. It's like, got some money, and that gives me the ability to maybe find a plan later, but we don't currently have a plan. So I think we're going to look for relics, even though it's like basically suicidal. Oh, we got one. Okay. Worth? Question mark? We can heal. Okay. Neutralize strike hand of greed is not lethal. So let's go ahead and neutralize on the guy who's doing more damage. And then we have defend survivor to block for 16, or we can just double defend, does the same thing. I guess let's backflip. Let's see what we draw. Yeah, I think just double defend is okay. Try and preserve that health total. We can double defend Poison Stab, or we could try to develop Wraith Form. I think this fight might be uncomfortably long. So I think if I Wraith Form now, I'm going to lose the fight. So let's double defend Poison Stab. Uh-oh. We can Sucker Punch to reduce some damage. The most block is Footwork, Sucker Punch, Defend. We could also block with Strike Hand of Greed, which kills him but doesn't get me gold. Okay, if we Footwork, Sucker Punch, Defend, then he hits for, he loses 5 damage and goes to 16. So that blocks for 5, that blocks for 7. We're blocking for 12 total. So Strike Hand of Greed blocks for more. I guess I'll block for more. Alright, we're getting netted. I guess we just do as much damage as we can. Alright, here's Wraith Form, but we don't need it. Okay, we are not dead. I guess I'll strike. It's pretty unlikely that we're ever going to shuffle again, so. I wish I could survive this turn without killing him, but I can't. Block push is something. Dodge and roll is good with Footwork. I guess we're resting again? There's no way we break the heart. Yeah, we can't block him out. So I guess we're resting again. The most damage is Hand Agreed Poison Stab. Sucker Punch doesn't have any residual value. Alright, this is gonna hurt. Oh, we could Wraith Form. So backflip's gonna draw us these two, so we can backflip, double defend, block pot, which blocks for 15-27. That's not bad. Hey Mint Chuck, how's it going? I guess we don't want to Wraith Form because he's gonna turn into smaller slimes at some point. And we don't want to lose the game when that happens. We could split right now. This might be the best split we could get. We're splitting at 60, so that's not great, obviously. Do we ever win a fight where we split at 60? I don't know if we do. I don't know if it's possible. I guess I'll avoid taking the slime. The big slimes are somewhat cooperating by not killing me immediately. Well, we definitely only survived this with Wraith Form, right? Yeah, we do. We exactly die if we defend. Okay, I guess we Wraith Form. Oh good, now that I'm intangible, they stop attacking. It's so polite. If we split him, eventually Frail will go away, maybe? No, we're gonna be Frail until we die. Which is right now. Just about. I guess we... Gosh. Sucker Punch, Flying Knee to get a better split. And then... Footwork? I mean, blocking for 2 is just not very exciting. We could Sucker Punch on the Acid Slime to save more health. That blocks for 3, which is more than defend. But it also gives 5 health to the little Spike Slimes. And killing the little Spike Slimes is pretty key to us surviving here. Oh, we're so dead. Okay, alright, well that was kind of miserable. Yuck. Well, at least we got to the boss, so we get our full set of Niao bonuses next time. And Defect, you're up. Hello again. Okay, we don't want to remove a card. Random common relics are great. We don't want to trade out this, and we don't want to transform, so we're just going to take a random common relic without even looking at the map. Bronze Scales, wow, okay. Cool. Who's our boss? Hexaghost, wow. I mean, I guess either Hexaghost or Automaton, Bronze Scales is really good. You think it was the curse? I mean, Elite before Campfire was definitely not fun. I don't think it was the curse, though. We got rid of the curse pretty easily. Yeah. Okay, so here we are maybe going this way. Kind of depends on if we have enough money to go to this shop. We could do the 2 question marks, and then if one of these is a fight or a serpent, we go to the shop. And then if it's not, we could go this way. Although that way only gets 2 elites, and we can get 3 elites if we go this way. Yeah, I think we can probably handle this 3 elite path. One of these is probably a fight, so we go this way, get the easy fights, do an elite fire. This part's kind of rough though, where we do 2 elites with 2 follow-away fights in their middle. We can jump out though if we can't handle this elite. Even after this fight, we can question mark out. We miss a fire if we do that instead of going this way though. Okay. Neat. Good to avoid being weak here. Still frail, but... Wow. This is a really great set of card awards. I think I'll probably grab Doom and Gloom. I do like Consume runs, though. Doom and Gloom just like solves so many problems for Act 1 decks. It goes up to 14, or we could downgrade these to costing 0. I think Doom and Gloom is getting played pretty much every time I see it, so upgrading it seems pretty reasonable. Ooh, extra chest. And we did get our fight. That's good. Glacier's great. Goes well with Blizzard, but we can't pick both. Recursion is pretty interesting because we have Doom Gloom. We don't have any source of Frost Orbs, though. So it feels wrong to skip Glacier. But Recursion in a Dark Orb deck is nuts, and it looks like we're a Dark Orb deck. So let's go for it. Alright, maybe we can get dual cast on that next turn. I think we're going to try and take 0 in the fight, because we have guaranteed dual cast next turn. Okay. Defrag. Excellent. Alright, this fight's going to be a little bit tough. We haven't picked a ton of attacks. Pretty much just got Doom and Gloom. So we're going to need the Strength bot, and fortunately we get dual cast on turn 1. It's nice. Before he gets Strength up for it. Doom and Gloom's an attack, technically. I'm definitely going to Strike... Oh, okay. I guess Strike is better than Defrag. Recursion Doom and Gloom's probably lethal. Let's see, 12 plus 16. Yeah. Darkstone Periapt, the absolute pinnacle of relics. I think we probably want Rebound. Rebound and Recursion work pretty well together once Recursion's upgraded. Rebound's also just like a really good card. We don't have any sources of Frost Orbs, although this is our second Blizzard we passed on, so that always smarts a little bit. I do like Blizzard decks. But not this time. Alright, I think we're going to take the chance to upgrade Recursion while we can. It would be nice to not have Doom and Gloom wake him up, but we have to play Doom and Gloom and we have to wake him up with it, so I guess we're waking him up right now. T-frag's great. I guess we're double striking. Yikes. Take 20. We could recursion dual cast to do 9 damage plus 8 later, so that's 17. Thanks for following, T. Jellin. Reminds me of those insoles commercials from the 90s. Do you wear insoles, T. Jellin? I have to know. So it does 9 plus the 8 from the lightning orbs later is 17, plus the dual casted dark orb is 19 times 2. 19 times 2 is 38, plus the 17. 38 plus 17 is not lethal. We do get to rebound with it, but it's still not lethal. We could do the opposite. We could dual cast and then recursion to put the dark orb back in back. We could rebound, dual cast, and then just hold recursion, and then dual cast the dark orb next turn. That gets 18 damage from this lightning orb, plus the rebound damage. 18 plus 9 is 27. We'd probably defend as well. So we get 27 damage, and then this orb is ticking up to 26, and then we're dual casting it for 52. 27 plus 52 is lethal. Okay. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good plan. It's not like we can block for any more than 5 in this way anyway. This turn anyway. Ooh, Toxic Egg. Well, that's sexy. Skim is kind of nice because we have recursion, so we can skim into something that costs 0. Glacier Plus is pretty exciting too. I'm a little bit concerned about generating too many Frost Orbs, because we do have a very sensitive Dark Orb balance. So I would prefer to find a Cool-Headed, plus that Cool-Headed would be guaranteed to be upgraded. Which is nice because we have the 0-cost recursion. So being able to like rebound the recursion and then Cool-Headed and then recursion again is pretty nice. Potentially evoking the same orb like 4 times in a turn. Might not even be necessary. It's kind of a lot of if that's a dark orb, that's a lot of dark orb evokes. On the flip side, it would be nice to take Glacier just so that I am blocking, not dying. Glacier does make it pretty awkward to keep your dark orbs around, but it also just blocks for a ton. That's tricky. I could take a second rebound, do some extra damage, get an extra way to bounce recursion. I think these are all good options. Rebound also just like helps you solve fights. There's probably room in the deck for a Glacier. Ooh, Gambling Chip, wow. We need to find our way to a fire. I don't think we can fight this elite, so I think we're going left here. Alright, what's the ideal starting hand here? I guess we want to hit Doom and Gloom before, like a full turn before dual cast, ideally, because we already have recursion in hand. Glacier blocks out this turn, so that's pretty nice. So maybe this turn is just like Glacier defrag, in which case we don't want recursion. But I guess we'll keep it because it costs 0. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with these 3, so I guess I'll just look for 2. Maybe be surprised. Okay. I think I want the Frost Orbs in front, so Glacier then recursion. I don't have loop or anything, so it doesn't really matter which orb is where. But this increases the chance of evoking them. Dual cast Doom and Gloom blocks out. Doom and Gloom on its own blocks for 9. Doom and Gloom Strike blocks out too. I think I like Doom and Gloom Zap. He's probably going to start running next turn, but if he doesn't, defend is insufficient to block out. Maybe I don't like that. Maybe I should just rebound dual cast to make sure I can block out next turn. And then zap behind it. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on damage. I think we'll be able to get him before he runs, so I think we'll just rebound dual cast. Okay, he is attacking again. Dual cast plus defend blocks out. Also, we have lethal, so whatever. Okay. Consume plus. I got offered to consume on floor 1 and I was excited. Consume plus is even better. We do really need a source of orb slots. If we're taking Glacier and Consume plus, then we can't really be a Dark Orb deck. But I don't think I'm going to pass on Consume plus. We just have to find a source of orb slots, I guess. I mean, we can still do Dark Orb stuff. It's just that Glacier is going to be the one that evokes Dark Orbs a lot of the time. Yeah, I think we have to go this way to survive. We also have 250, so we could potentially buy Relic. Clockwork Souvenir is great on defect, because bias cog. We are passing up Electrodynamics to buy that, but I think that's okay. The boss is Hexaghost, so there's no extra Electrodynamics value there. I don't know curse or anything. Hey, welcome to the stream. 97. I don't think my mouth is capable of pronouncing consecutive P's. Just do the machine gun approach. I saw a video the other day about unpronounceable sounds, where they how they built the International Linguistic Alphabet, and they've got all the sounds that the human mouth can make. You can't trill a P sound because your lips are insufficiently flexible. I guess you kind of can. You can just motorboat. That doesn't really sound like a P anymore. Also, that is not about Slay the Spire. I think we can afford Clockwork Souvenir, Leap, card remove. Oh, that's not true. Cannot afford that. We can afford Clockwork Souvenir, Leap, Potion, or Leap Stack. What I'm trying to say is these skills are really good because they're upgraded. But we should definitely buy Clockwork Souvenir. Clockwork Souvenir plus Gambling Chip really says we're going to find Bias Cognition on turn 1 pretty reliably. So lock in. This is going to be a Bias Cog run if we can find one. So we're going to buy that. We've got 89 left. We could just get rid of a Strike. Strikes aren't doing much. But I really do like buying that Leap Plus. I guess Leap Plus is a common, so we'll find a Leap Plus hopefully. Whereas card removes are not commonly available. So I guess I'll take a card remove. Alright, I like Consume, either Consume Zap or Consume Defrag. Get that power up. He's not attacking, so we don't need Glacier right now. If we had an upgraded Zap, we could do it all. I think I only want to keep one of these. I guess it's the Defrag. Okay, so this is a little bit different story now, so I think we'd probably Doom and Gloom Defrag. and then hope to find recursion dual class later on a rebound assisted schedule. You can't weaken me beyond weakening. So we can double defend to mostly block out, and then rebound recursion to set up for dual cast Dark Orb next turn. Actually, we don't have to rebound recursion, but we want to rebound, so why not? Is that going to break him? He breaks at 34. And that would be doing 9 plus 9 is 18 damage. So yes, actually that would leave him at 33. So we can't afford to rebound this turn. We have to strike instead. Actually we can't strike either, because he's already at 38. So we just gotta hold. And he's gonna take 3 from the Thorns, although once he takes Thorns damage, he's no longer eligible to split this turn. That fight nearly killed the Silent. We have a power. 16 is a large number. But I guess we're going to continue seeing upgraded skills for the rest of the runs. We don't have to take every one we look at. We can take a second rebound. That increases the coincidence of rebound and recursion by quite a bit, because we can rebound another recursion too. We can also rebound consume if we get like an inserter or something. That would be great. We can also rebound like Glacier and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of good rebound targets, so I think I'll take a second rebound. I think we need to rest here. I guess the marginal value of health is slightly lower than normal because of Hexaghost. But I don't want to die to a hallway fight. We are pretty good at bosses, though, because we're going to Dark Orb them to death. We have a lot of focus. We can just recursion the Dark Orb. What would we smith if we smithed? Defrag. It's pretty convincing. We have another fire to go through too. I think we're pretty unlikely to die to this hallway fight, so I think I will smith Defrag. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with Doom and Gloom and Defend, but there's no Defend in hand. So I guess let's just look for a Defend. Okay. I was hoping the Clockwork Souvenir would catch this vulnerable. We can recursion, and if it hits him, we can kill him. But if it hits him, we can't. Oh wait, can we? If it hits him, he's dead, and then we rebound. Strike does 15 damage. Yeah, he's dead either way. Okay, so we just recursion, and then kill them both. Liquid Memories. Ooh, I love Reinforced Body. It's a good way to block without needing cold orbs. Or Frost Orbs, right? Hologram Plus is also really nice, though. It lets us block and recur our recursion. Yo, dog. It would be a little bit better if we had Zap and Dualcast upgraded, but I think we will probably get there, because we have Toxic Egg, so we're going to get a lot of things that don't need upgrades. This being one of them. We also have Liquid Memories, so we can like hologram something and then get back the hologram itself, and hologram again, which Seems pretty busted if the only orb is a dark orb and we have recursion up. Alright, we managed to get through that fight without losing any health, so I think we can smith again. I think we maybe want to take a defend plus here. We don't have a ton of sources of block. That being said, we did just take a hologram, so it'd be really nice if we could get more zero-cost stuff. So the Zapper, dual cast are both totally reasonable picks. I think dual cast is probably the preference, since that gives me extra ways to reach dual cast dark orb combinations. Okay. Excuse me. We have recursion. We don't really need that yet. I think we should mulligan all these and look for the dark orb generator. Well, I guess we got consume. Always gonna drink the Thorn Spot in this fight. Thorn Spot is super good. In a bit of a tricky situation here. If you copy a dual cast with Mirror, will it be put into your deck upgraded because of Toxica? Yes, I believe so. Well, I would like to Doom and Gloom defrag, but that doesn't block at all. So maybe we like Doom and Gloom hologram recursion? Hologram dual cast too. He's setting us for 18. We might want to like Liquid Memories the hologram just to block. Well, it'll be upgraded regardless of the toxic upgrade. It'll be upgraded now because I've upgraded dual cast, but presumably he was asking that question about an unupgraded dual cast. Or at least that was my presumption. That may be incorrect. This is a tough turn. I don't want to take 18. So we can like hologram a defend, and then Liquid Memories the hologram, and then hologram another defend. That actually blocks out. Or actually we can hologram a recursion or dual cast or something with the second one. Seems like kind of a waste of Liquid Memories. We could just Doom and Gloom Liquid Memories Doom and Gloom, and then we could hologram for a dual cast to get double lightning orbs before we put double dark orbs down. I guess that's okay. We block for 5, take 13, and develop 2 dark orbs with 3 focus. Yeah, hologram defense fine. I really want to develop a dark orb though. Like, if I go through this shuffle without dark orbing, I think I'm going to regret it. Yeah, I think I like using Liquid Memories on Doom and Gloom too. It's the most expensive card in the deck outside of Glacier. That does leave me in kind of an awkward spot next turn where I want to play Glacier and can't because I have 2 dark orbs ticking up. But I don't think there's a problem with that. Okay, so we're going to hologram for dual cast and dual cast. And then Doom and Gloom. You know what we could actually just get? We could Liquid Memories for Consume instead, and then have extra energy for this Dark Orb. if we're going to have all of our orb slots blocked, we might as well be... No, I guess I'd rather be taking up... I guess I'd rather be taking up 2 Dark Orbs, because you get sort of 6 default Dark Orb focus, and then you get to add your focus, so I'm getting a total of 18 Dark Orb damage per turn this way, whereas if I did it the other way, I'd get a total of 12. Plus I get the actual damage from the Doom Gloom itself. Alright, Hexaghost, your move. Defend Recursion, I guess. I think we defend, rebound, defend. Those defends are really putting in a lot of work here. We could dual cast, hologram dual cast. Let's see, that would be 66. Oh my god, 132? 132? Yeah, that's lethal. Okay, cool. That's among my fastest Hexaghost kills. He's on his 2nd fire. Rude. All for One is pretty cute. We've got 0 cost dual cast, 0 cost recursion. Also, I'd be pretty likely to pick Snecko Eye if I see it. I've got a lot of 2 cost stuff. We've got hologram. Yeah, no bias cog. That is disappointing. Electrodynamics is also quite good, but we have some challenges with our number of orb slots, so I don't think I'm willing to pick that. And buffer is not really good enough, so I think I'm gonna take All for One. Ooh, there's Snecko Eye. I said I was gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. Hologram's great with it. All for One's great with it. It does kind of suck that I upgraded my dual cast and recursion, since those upgrades are completely useless with Snecko Eye. But at least I didn't upgrade Zap. Yeah. It also just like helps you draw into doing combo-y stuff faster. There's no inserter here either to fight Snecko Eye. I think Snecko Eye and inserter are would probably be the best two. Yeah, but we didn't say that. Inserter consume is so broken. Is there any reason I would ever pick Astrolabe? Astrolabe could give me Bias Cog. Bias Cog would be amazing. It could also get me like other upgraded 0 cost stuff. Eggs. Egg also. Well, Astrolabe actually doesn't care about egg. Oh yeah, we don't get in confusion. That is... Oh wait, no, I don't think that's how these things interact. I think you just start confused and with an artifact charge. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah. Redbeard and McGee knows what's up. That's a great name. I like that some names are like very difficult to read. Not to pick on you, Tjellen, but it's like Tjellen. It's hard to say Tjellen. But Redbeard and McGee, everybody knows how to say that one. And everyone's got a very definite picture in their head of exactly what Redbeard and McGee looks like. I'm basically picturing McCree, I suppose. Yeah, Orange Pellets definitely does remove confusion, though. That is definitely an interaction. Yeah, okay, so Astrolabe doesn't particularly combo with Toxic Egg. Toxic Egg combos super well with Pandora's Box, but Astrolabe is here. Redbeard and McGee doesn't know who McCree is, so we're going to take a little stream detour here. And we're all going to demonstrate. McCree is an Overwatch character. He looks like this. Oh, this is a video.
What's up, guys?
This is how you play him.
And I'm playing some McCree.
This is really not what I was looking for. Um, yeah, he's a cowboy. You look like him, but with red hair. It's very flattering. He's very, very attractive human being. All right. Does that mean that you can keep artifact charge for souvenir even if you get face traitor that weakens you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, things that happen at the beginning of the fight all happen at the same time and do not interact with one another. Okay. So I don't think we're picking Curse Key either. We don't have any Curse Synergy. We actually do have a little bit of Curse Synergy. But I don't think that's really enough to compel me to take Curse Key over Snecko Eye when Snecko Eye is so good. Although 4 energy is fine. Like I like if Snecko Eye and Inserter weren't here, I think I'd probably pick Curse Key. But Snecko Eye is here, so we're picking Snecko Eye. We don't have much money, so we're probably trying to avoid shops. Also, I tend to avoid early elites right after I pick Snecko Eye, because you kind of need a couple of floors to like charge your lasers. Do other self-status relics interact with Souvenir? That's interesting. I knew Snecko Eye didn't, but I figured that others also didn't. Well, so mutagenics works a different way. So they do both apply at the same fight, and during your first turn, I believe how this works is during your first turn you do have the artifact charge, but the way like temporary strength things work is they apply a status effect, and that status effect at the end of the turn expires and applies another status effect, which is a permanent -3 strength. So what artifact is doing is preventing the second permanent -3 strength, and not the temporary. The tracking status effect, if that makes sense. So if you like drink your flex pot and then drink your artifact potion, it still works. It just prevents the application of the minus strength. Okay. So it could work either way, but I believe you that it works. That they interact. So I kind of want to avoid fights. Let's plan on going to this fire, and then if we don't feel strong enough, we'll skip the elite, or maybe skip the elite this way. There is also the opportunity to take 3 elites here if we feel really strong. All right, a lot of zero cost stuff here. Also, Snecko Eye and Gambling Chip are absurd together. I totally just did not talk about that interaction at all, but it's totally nuts. I guess I'll keep a 1-mana strike. Artifact is going to knock off Hex here. We probably want to rebound Doom to Gloom. Although, do we? I think I actually don't want to rebound Doom and Gloom, specifically because All for One is going to go get Doom and Gloom back right now, and that doesn't happen if I rebound it. So maybe I rebound this Zap. Zap is kind of low value, though. But otherwise it's a strike, so I guess I'll do it. Alright, there's All for One. We can defend All for One and get the defend back. We're also getting back Doom and Gloom, Strike, and Rebound. So we'll draw 4 cards back, which does not fill our hand up. We're not hexed, so this isn't stupid. Okay, yeah. Doom and Gloom moves the orb to the front. We could then... I guess we can't recursion it anymore. Now that we have drawn All for One, we might as well put Doom and Gloom back on top. We have dual cast up next turn. It is going to be 18 times 2, which is 36. So if we can get him down to 36, that would be nice. I think we're going to block unless it's changes the difference. Okay, so we're going to do 14, 23, So we're definitely going to have him in range, so we can afford to defend here. Okay, as long as dual cast is castable, we win. Second copy of Hologram is pretty good. Streamline normally costs 2, and it costs a random instead, which is nice. I think we'll want that Hologram back, so that we can continue casting random zero-cost stuff. Sweeping Beam is also pretty nice with Snake Eye. And it's more unusual that Sweeping Beam is upgraded, because we don't have a Toxic Egg guaranteeing that's going to happen. But I think Hologram's a better pick. We can remove a card. Before I commit to it, I want to know that I actually want to do that. Because I would remove a strike. Yeah, okay. And we're not being forced into a shop here. Yeah, we have an optional shop, but I think we are not doing it. Are we a bite deck? I think no. Hopefully eventually we'll find a... oh, we have a Blood Vial. I almost never... So we could just keep our max HP. We did just remove a strike. Nothing in the text here suggests that Blood Vial interacts. It's weird. I think I didn't even know about this interaction. So it's exactly the same, but I get to keep the max health. Yeah. I mean, they're not free, right? They add 2 cards to the, or 3 cards to the deck. I think I like free bites, though. Blood Vial is powerful, but it's nowhere near as powerful as bites. The Master's Blood. Wait, whose blood is it? Huh. Weird. The Master. Okay, let's get rid of these crappy cards. I think I'll keep Defrag and Consume. And Zap. Yeah, why not? Alright. Dude, bites are not small attacks. Bites are ways to heal to full. You just find any fight that you can cheese, like Centurion Mystic or like Awakened One or something, and you just hold them still and bite them until you're full health and then kill them. It's like super powerful and like abusive of the game mechanics. Bites are one of the very rare instances where you can have repeatable heal effects. They don't exhaust, you just keep biting. So we can bite Hologram Bite here, that's pretty cool. We could almost knock down the bird, but not quite. So I think we're going to consume Defrag, Zap, Bite Hologram Bite. I'll bite the one who's healing, he is the biggest threat. I guess I could have considered double consuming. Did not think about that. Could have done that instead of zapping. I think I like double zap better though. Zap does so much damage against birds. Speaking of so much damage against birds, thanks Bronze Scales. Wow, what an insane turn. Everything costs 0 and I have a 0 cost all for 1. That I can rebound. Okay, so we're gonna Doom and Gloom to kill the middle one. And apparently the outside one. I kind of want to not kill this guy so that I can bite him, but I guess that's not really realistic. So I'll just bite him and let him die. Sunder's cool. Sunder is often negative mana here. Um, but you have to be able to kill something with it. It's pretty good with a random cost. I don't think I want a 3-cost all-for-one in my opening hand. In fact, I don't want pretty much any of this garbage. But I'll keep defrag hologram, just in case. Hey, look at that, a 0-cost hologram. We almost got the infinite block combo. If you get 2 0-cost holograms, you just play them forever. Which will probably happen during this run. I think we're just playing more zaps. If we find calipers, then we can just like get any turn where we get 2 0-cost holograms and win instantly. With Glacier and defend, we're always going to defend. We could rebound Glacier. We could also Glacier Bite. If we Glacier, we're blocking for, we have 2 focus, so 10 plus 6 times 2, wait, no, 4 times 2. So 18, which blocks out. Okay, yeah, let's rebound that, I think. We have Sunder coming up, so let's make sure somebody is in Sunder range. Hey, thanks for following Lowlife Seeden. How's it going? There's a couple of new people, so I'll introduce myself yet again. A lot of new people today. I'm a game developer trying to build a community of people who enjoy games that are somewhat similar to Slay the Spire, or at least sort of conceptually similar. The game I'm building is not a card game, but it is a roguelike. Yeah, so if you stick around, eventually I'll be playtesting my own game and asking for feedback on that and letting people in the community play it as well. So we want Sunder to trigger, so we should rebound on this guy and then hope that he gets hit by lightning. That's a little bit too much lightning, but whatever. Sunder costs 0. It might be possible to Sunder somebody else. Let's see. We'd have to do 18 damage to him. I guess we can just like Sunder hologram Sunder, which does 48. So we can kill that cultist. There's probably other stuff. Oh no, there's nothing we can hologram. We just shuffle him. We can Doom and Gloom along with that to kill this cultist. So then we're killing these 2 and blocking for 8, taking 3 from the middle one. Oh, I guess we can just kill them all then. I guess we could slip in a second bite here, heal for a little bit. Hi Mayona, how's it going? We are a Darkness deck, so Darkness Plus is pretty appealing. Cool-Headed is really nice for Snecko Eye, though. It seems like we're kind of more of a Snecko Eye deck than a Darkness deck nowadays. So I think I'll grab Cool-Headed. It is a little bit frustrating to have no source of orb slots. It's a pretty normal problem for defect to have. I think defect should have like a skill that gives you an orb slot. Yeah, Cool-Head's good. We could probably take a Mega Elite now, but I think why risk it? Let's take the safer path. Probably smithing something, I don't know exactly what. Bites are good to smith. Sunder is a lot of damage, 8 extra damage. or 1 extra health. I'll take the Sunder upgrade. It's Sentries. 2 mana Sunder is probably still good enough, even though it's only a small discount. We don't want... I guess I could all for one to copy that defend, and maybe I'll get more stuff that costs 0. We also need to do... maybe the Sunder's not good, because we need to do 16 damage for it to kill him. We're pretty unlikely to get 16 damage for 1 mana. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I would play that reprogram. I think that's way better than the current reprogram. Minus Dex is pretty rough, but most silent decks end up blocking with Frost Orbs anyway. I think we're just going to look hard for damage. And then hopefully we'll be able to Sunder the back guy this turn. Cool Head for 0 is pretty nice. Okay, we got 0 cost Hologram. So we can go back and Cool Head it again. Which helps us keep looking for stuff. It doesn't look like we're going to get there in terms of doing 16 damage though. But I guess if we hologram, we just get to keep looking and keep blocking, so these are both things we want to do. We might want to rebound the hologram though. No, I guess I don't want to randomize the cost. I guess I could hologram all for 1 as well. To get that defend back as well. No, I think I'm pretty happy hologramming Cool-Headed. Rebound for 0 is nice. So if we do 32, he can't die to lightning. Oh wait, we got him. Yeah, we just bite him, and then we get our energy back with Sunder. Neat. Now defrag blocks out, so we're blocking for... It blocks for 4 essentially, and we're blocking for 14. Yeah. I mean, we're mostly blocked out even without defrag. We actually block for more if we bite than if we defrag. Because it's only blocking for 1. But it could block for more next turn. Alright, another 0 cost hologram, so we can get infinite block here. So I guess I'll just do that until I figure out what else I want to do. Oh man, is it all the way at the end? Gross. Let's see, what number? Somebody in chat call it a number. We'll try to get that much block. It has to be a mod 5 equals 0 number. 30? Well, we've already done that. That's easy. It's gotta be like at least 100, right? You have to enjoy these moments, or else why are you even alive? Does it feel like living yet? 60? No. Clearly not enough. I might be stuck here forever. Wait, how long have I already been doing this? My god. Yeah, the optimal play line is to just do this literally forever. No. Okay, alright, we're blocked out. Okay, so we don't care about the Frost Orb anymore, so we can consume. And we could consume twice to get the zap to do the most damage, and then we could zap again to evoke it. 1 million is too high. My fingers would fall off. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think I like double consume. You only really need 1 orb slot anyway. Alright, and then because Zap does 16 damage, so I'll do that, see who it hits, and then bite that guy. Alright, Doom and Gloom kills them and costs 0. Seems good. We could consume again, but then we would be out of orb slots, and that would make me very sad. We should probably keep him alive so that we can feed off of him. But we have limited opportunities to do so because we developed a Dark Orb. So he's very close to dead already. I guess I'll just try to get one more bite. Oh, I guess I can get 2 bites. Excellent. We're pretty close to max HP anyway, so it's not a... Oh wait. Damn you, Bronze Scales. Screwing up my feeding frenzy. Loop is pretty good with Consume. If we're going to have 1 orb slot, we might as well make it do a lot of work. Second upgraded Cool-Headed is also quite nice. Since we're going off with Snecko Eye. But I like Loop. I guess there's 2-3 elite lines. We can either go left or right, and if we go right, we get an extra fire. We don't really need the fire right now, so it's a little bit awkward, but I guess I'll take a smith out of it. Yeah, well, I obviously want the loop upgraded. We could go to this this store. We do have a courier now, but I think I'd like more money before we go to the store. We have 1 curse, so Voodoo Doll is 1 strength. We do have some bites, so we do quite a bit of attacking. Rebound and Sunder as well. If we see a curse later, we do get max HP off of it. Yeah, even if this is just a Vajra, though, it's pretty decent. Oh, it's a Voodoo Doll. I never noticed that. I always just assumed it was a Voodoo Doll. Curses are not super bad with Snecko Eye, because you draw so many cards that it doesn't really matter that you have an unusable one. Yeah, we did already see Curse Key, so that's over. Yeah, I generally don't like to be a vampire ghost, although I have done it before successfully. I mean, it kind of can work really well, right? Because it's like you go into ghost form and then you just take one hit point worth of damage a bunch of times, and you're like, guess who can heal 1 hit point worth of damage? Me. I will bite people to death. Maybe if you're holding fruit juice, it's a good idea to be a vampire ghost. Then you can sort of reconstitute yourself with the fruit juice afterwards. Yeah, I don't know. I like to take the Sapphire Key in Act 3, but I also like to take it when I'm offered a weak relic, and Voodoo Doll is not super powerful here. But I think it's strong enough. I'll take it. Okay, got some 0 cost stuff. Some stuff in my hand costs more than 0. I've noticed that and decided that I don't like it. Maybe I should keep the Glacier just for safety. Safety Glacier. Alright, we have Defrag. That costs 0, so we should play that. Same with Loop. We should rebound something. And I guess that something is Glacier because everything else is too expensive. So I guess we're taking a little bit of damage here. Rebound kills Sneaky Gremlin, or rather he kills himself. And then, I'm just kidding, we're not taking any damage. Obviously Glacier blocks for a ton. Okay. What does All for One do right now? Defend. Is that recursion also? So that's not very exciting. But we can rebound the All for One. No, we can't. That's 4 mana. We don't have that much mana. The most block we can do is Glacier Recursion. We're going to hit for 43, so that's concerning. Yeah, I think Glacier Recursion is fine. It blocks for 10, plus 12 is 22, plus we're going to evoke 2 of them, which is 14. 22 plus 14 is 36. So we're still taking a little bit of damage, but much less. We can bite to heal that. on future turns. Look at that math. That number said 36, just like I said it would. Got a 0-cost hologram, but the other one ruined it. No. Could have gotten 100 block again. I think we're killing this Madgrum on this turn. Go ahead and... oh, we can bite him for 16, or we can just sunder him and get extra energy. I'm not sure what I want to do with the extra energy. We can actually cool-headed now to force a shuffle, which is nice because then we have several 0-cost cards in our discard pile. Unless I want to hologram something else and save it from having its cost randomized. We could hologram Recursion and save that for costing 0. We could hologram the all-for-one. It does get 2 bites now, but there's not much in here that costs 0. It's just to defend and a Recursion. And, you know, the hologram 2 bites. Which I guess is still a lot of stuff. Alright, I think I'm just going to Sunder, because it's more than free. Yeah, we can all for one 3 times, huh? Okay, alright, I think I'm sold. So let's bite, the 0-cost hologram for all for one, so that it gets itself back. Get all the stuff. Bite. Defend Recursion don't do anything, but whatever. And then 0-cost hologram again. And then I think we all for one, and then we play all for one, and then cool-headed to shuffle, so we get all the 0-cost stuff to stay in here. And then we just keep biting. I guess we'll hologram and bite once more. Alright, well that was fun. Let's do it again. There's 2 more 0-cost bites. The nibbler. I love it. Okay. Whee! Okay. Oh my god, Shuriken is so good. What the hell? Great. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. These cards are all in the deck currently. I want more copies of all of them, and they're all superstars. This is insane. I guess I want a hologram more than I want any of the other ones, but like, dang, do I want them all. Yeah, the more holograms I have, the more chance I have at getting infinite armor. Sunder is nice, but like that's no longer how we're doing damage. Now we're doing damage with Shuriken. The plan has changed. Also, I love Apathetic Badger. It's a great name. It's the kind of name that an algorithm would make, because it's just like adjective noun, but it's also just like a badger who doesn't really care about shit. I love it. Hologram. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, well now we want as many Elise as we can find. This is insane now. Upgraded Transmutation is pretty good. They cost 0 this turn, which is pretty relevant. This also says cost 0. Meteor Strike has its price randomized. Yeah, Snecko Meteor is no joke. We can't afford Transmutation at all. We can't afford Meteor Strike and anything else, but do we need anything else? It seems like the deck is already really good. So I think I want to Meteor Strike. We do have kind of a limited number of orb slots, and Focus does not scale with Plasma, but do I care? I don't think I care. I just get a bunch of energy, and then that's fine. Okay, we want more elites, so let's go fight another elite. We definitely don't want this. One extra strength is not good enough to be writhed. Although we do have gambling chip, so writhe, since it's innate, is sort of guaranteed to be able to get into our discard in the first shuffle. Yeah, maybe I'm coming around on this. We might get... The problem is we don't get a shop for like a long time. We have to fight an elite and a boss with a writhe in the deck. But we get an extra strength, and we're clearly strength scaling now. What are the like defect strength payoff cards? There's like Rip and Tear, and like, is that it? The like Eruption is a Watcher card, but it kind of feels like a defect card. There must be another one. Barrage, yeah, Barrage is a huge one actually. Barrage is potentially 10 times strength, which is like the highest highest multiple you can get. We have some ability to manipulate the deck. We definitely do. We're like, we can control when a shuffle happens pretty well, but we can't like we can't really put Writhe in our hand and then shuffle, you know? Because there's, I guess we can technically, but we'd be wasting a hologram on it. Relics are good, but this deck is kind of on cruise, on autopilot now. Like if it's like a tungsten rod or something, like that's great, or like Tori. But like those are the kind of relics we actually need now. I guess it could be like a whatchamacallit, kunai as well. Yeah, okay, fine. Ice cream. Okay, alright. This is really, really silly. We have Meteor with ice cream on Snecko Eye. This is pretty nuts. Just keeps getting better. I think I'll honestly just keep a 3-mana Sunder in case that's the most damage I can do. We're always going to defrag. We're always going to bite. I guess we have holograms so we can bite again. But then it seems like Sunder is probably the most damage. We could also rebound the bite if we wanted to. I think I prefer hologramming the bite, taking a little nibble. Just casually proccing Shuriken as well. Alright, there's a 3-mana Meteor Strike. Always gonna play Loop. I wish I could block, though. Is this the block potion? I think it is, because we're full of potions. It's not quite lethal, although it is close. Only because we're weak, though. Because it's, what is it on the card? It's like 30? It's 24, okay. What is it when it's upgraded? That's 30, okay. Oh, it does evoke this orb. Yes, it's 10 extra. Yeah, so it is lethal. Okay, great. That's one way to block. Murder. Okay, I think I don't care about the... Actually, maybe I don't care about the regen potion. Because we have bites. I think it's too late for genetic algorithm. Stack is sort of interesting because we can play it at exactly the right moment. But I think we've got... Actually, we don't have a ton of ways to block. We're mainly just relying on Hologram and Glacier. And I guess Cool-Headed. Yeah, we've also got like almost a 30-card deck, so stack seems pretty reasonable. We also have Gambling Chip, so like even on turn 1 it works. It's pretty nice. I think Colorless Potion is better than Regen Potion when you're at full health and you have a deck full of bites. We are about to fight an elite, though. I would expect to take some damage. I'll take some damage during the hyper beam fight too. We don't get online fast enough to stop him from hyper beaming. Hi, Apathetic Badger. Thanks for being a follower. Appreciate it. Colorless Potion can also help me proc Shuriken sometimes, which Regen Potion cannot do. So I think I'm going to keep Colorless Potion. I usually like Regen Potion quite a bit, but we're at full health. Slavers again. I think we're just getting rid of this whole hand. Nothing here is really calling out to me. Alright, so we've got Sunder. We can double Sunder, which kills any of them. Can we do... Let's see, if we do 34 damage to him, he's got 15 left. So if we could do 15 and then 34, then we would get our energy back. Doesn't look like we can do that easily. Okay, so I guess we just Sunder Hologram Sunder. And then Cool-Headed, let's see. We can't really block right now, we're only blocking for 5, so I would like to find some better cards. There's Meteor Strike. That at the very least evokes the Frost Orb and blocks for a little bit, so I will take it. And then we guess we Bite Stack for max block. I think we're still not blocking for quite enough, but we should be able to... Oh, we are not blocking out. Yeah, we full mulliganed with Gambling Chip, so it makes sense. I wish I could evoke that orb instead of consuming it. I guess I can hologram and play Meteor Strike again. Or Sunder. Sunder works too. I guess Meteor Strike is more energy positive than Sunder is. And we have kind of an expensive hand with like Loop Plus and stuff. We want to play both defends, so... actually, I guess it doesn't matter how many defense we play. We'll play an extra hologram for free. Okay, 9 energy. We are not injured, so it doesn't really matter. We're already blocked out, so we'll just do this for damage. Consume cost 0, so we can take it again next turn if we want, after All for One. Oh, that's right, we have Ice Cream too. Okay. Oh, we shuffled because of Snecko Eye. I was expecting to draw 5 cards, but I drew 7. So we need to Glacier to block out. We have infinite energy. Okay, whatever. Unceasing Top. Somehow I don't think we're triggering this. Actually, I guess if we get rid of Writhe, then we can do infinite energy stuff, and maybe we are triggering that. Huh. That's weird. Scrape is kind of interesting with Snecko Eye. I think Cool-Headed draws more on average, though, and we need block more than we need damage. Although Scrape does combo with Shuriken. But it seems like we don't need either of those because we just drew Unceasing Top, and now we have a new plan. Maybe Cool-Headed is still part of that plan. So if we didn't get the Writhe, we wouldn't have the Ice Cream, so we wouldn't be able to do that plan anyway. But now it does seem wrong to open that that chest and break the Unceasing Top thing. Those all draw cards, and I don't really need to draw cards anymore. Smith is reasonable. I think Key is also reasonable here. We're not guaranteed to have another opportunity that's so clean, because like the only thing we get here is damage. I guess we get 1 extra health per bite, but I think I'll take the Key while I can do so easily. Okay. Good 0-cost meteor strike. That's something. I guess it's cool-headed first. See what's up. We can meteor strike then dual cast for maximum energy, but I don't think we really need maximum energy. I guess it can't hurt because we have unceasing top now, so we do want to maximize energy. So I will do dual cast this. And then I guess hologram and meteor again. We just triggered Shuriken by playing 3 meteors in the same turn. I guess that's we got Neon as well. We don't really need Glacier. He's not attacking this turn or next turn. No, he does attack next turn. But we have plenty of energy, so I guess we'll just play it. Alright, we're probably just playing all these cards, right? If we rebound, the thing gets a new randomized price. Those bites are actually pretty expensive. I could rebound the Sunder for sure. I want to Sunder and get energy out of it, as unnecessary as that might seem. I can do 20 damage there and then 35 to finish off an orb. Seems okay. And I'll put the rebound on this orb. We're going off. Oh boy. Sure. I don't want to rebound that. Okay. All for one again? Yeah. Are we killing him this turn? I have to be careful not to draw cards right now. Well, this is getting a little bit silly. Sure. Another Meteor Strike seems good. I mean, we don't have any limits at this point. We just win. Is Runic Pyramid bad? I think Runic Pyramid's one of the only bad things we could do. Because then we have to keep our Writhe, and we can't do stuff anymore. I don't know if we need any more potions. I think I'm good with these potions forever. 4 energy is also pretty nice. And I don't need a potion right now. I mean, the more energy I have, the more likely Ice Cream is to go and do stuff. It's hard to imagine this deck losing. But it's also hard to imagine like needing a potion. So I guess I'll pick Sozum. Alright, Time Lord. That's not a great outcome. I don't think we want to spend money. I think we just want Hunt Elites. We have to go this way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Sozu is good when things go bad, and that's what we need. Because the only way we lose is if things go bad. So we can hit this elite, this one, and then that one. And that seems good. There's some extra fires in there. We want to dodge I guess I don't really care about fights. Let's see, do I want fights or question marks? Sometimes question marks are relics. Oh, we need to remove a card. So maybe we do go to this shop. Yeah, the only way to go to a shop and then get to this elite is this shop, so we'll do that. Meteor Strike costs 3, what? Alright, we got ourselves a turn 1 all for 1. We're probably killing them all this turn. If we Meteor Strike, it'll hit the lowest cost one, or the lowest health one for 6. So that's 32 damage, basically. And then we can get back the Doom and Gloom and evoke Plasma. And then, like, Rebound Bite. Okay, so it's 32 plus 11 is 43, so I can hit this one. And then Rebound and all for 1. The least damage one is Bite, so I want to bite this one. So let's rebound on this one. And then, okay, cool. Darklings, we done. We could double our energy. I don't think we really need to do that. I think we're skipping this, as fun as that is. This could mess us up. Oh boy. Nope, don't want that. No thank you. Nope. I don't want this either. Wait, shoot, where was it? Okay. Alright. We could take orange pellets. No, we don't want to purge the Snecko Eye. That would kill us. Hologram, probably in the deck. I think we want as many holograms as we can find. I'll get rid of the Writhe so that we can infinite unceasing top. Enlightenment's actually pretty good with... Oh wait, we spent too much money. We can't buy that. Yeah, I didn't want to take a risk of accidentally getting anything. Which was kind of ironic, because the only thing that we actually took a risk of getting was Parasite. If there had been 2 Parasites in a row, would have messed it up. Also, my memory is just terrible normally, so the game's a little bit frightening. So I think we just buy this, and then we're done. Wait, what was this card? Melter. Yeah. We don't need a Melter. Okay. This guy can hurt us. This costs 1, I think that's okay. Let's see. This might be the block potion. Yeah, unfortunately reprogram, it just can't work. I've tried really hard, but it doesn't do it. I think we get rid of defrag looking for block. In fact, I think we get rid of... Do we get rid of all of it looking for block? I think we do. Because if the 0 cost stuff is in our discard, we still get it back. And you kind of only get 1 shot at blocking, so... we could hologram something cost 0, or we could get defrag back. I think I like getting defrag back. Getting defrag back blocks out. Huh. Yeah, I believe that. Reprogram plus... so we're obviously doing that, and then hologramming defrag, so we can play that. It's a pretty bad turn 1 compared to some of the stuff we've been getting up to. There's 0 cost all for 1 though. We did not find either Meteor Strike in the top like 21 cards of the deck. Maybe it's the next two. No, but close. This is lethal, right? But we have to... let's see, there's too many zero-cost cards, so we might not get Sunder. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, so we get it every time? Okay. Oh, I guess I miscounted. Because I got 5 and did not get Sunder. I guess it was the last one. We probably just win this turn anyway, right? Yeah. There's the barrage. I don't think we need it. We don't want madnesses. No, because the hand that cost this combat gets overridden by. Did I miss recursion there? Ouch. I should not miss recursion. Well, actually, I don't think recursion's any good anymore. We started out as a Dark Orb deck, so recursion was like in the deck initially, and like now we kind of do plasma stuff, but I don't think it's good enough. We just want to skip this event. I don't care about the max HP that much. Giant head. I think we are good in this fight. Yeah, we don't need stack turn 1. Okay, let's cool-headed draw some more cards. Play the cards that we don't need yet. And then I guess go get cool-headed for more cards. We didn't find either Meteor or All for One, or Sunder, or Defrag. So kind of a disappointing turn 1. Oh, I see. That's what you mean by missed recursion. I get it. I guess we just play cards and then play Bite. Do we want to rebound anything? We want our Bite to do damage. I guess, like, nothing matters except for... Oh, right. We want to save energy for Ice Cream. I shouldn't have played that second Glacier. That was unnecessary. Alright, but we win this turn anyway because crazy things are about to happen. Let's see. I want to play the cards in the correct order to get the value out of slow. But then everything gets really complicated. Alright, so let's just play the defensive cards that we don't need. I would play a second copy of Consume. I think that's our limit on consuming, but let's go ahead and hologram to get the All for One back. Oh, do we have infinite block here? Yeah, it looks like. We don't need it, but because he's not attacking this turn. We could get more cards. Yeah, that seems right. Oh yeah, zero cost All for One does it too. Cool. Well, I guess we just, like, do stuff until the fight's over. We can't play some of the cards. We need to empty my hand a little bit. Cool-Headed is likely to get a Meteor Strike, which would, well, I guess if it costs 3, though. Yeah, it's not quite infinite because we have too many cards. Well, the thing is, I don't want to play consume and then get consumed back because we have too many zero cost cards. So this might not actually work, but it's likely to be lethal. Yeah, we did get hologram back. Okay, we're done. Okay. Just a totally normal fight. Nothing weird happened. Take another cool-headed. Charge battery is kind of interesting. I don't think these are the things we're doing. Can't take that because of that. I almost discarded a potion to pick that. That's dangerous. I think these cards are not all for one. We could fight a boss. We're already at full. We need to heal, so we'll fight a boss. All right. I guess I'll keep the bite. Ooh, zero cost meteor strike. That's fun. I'm gonna rebound a hologram to randomize the price. I guess I can just meteor again, huh? Cool. Save the rest of the energy for next turn. Let's see, we have to block before we attack. It's kind of annoying. I got Neon already this run. So we have to hologram. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I hate it. Right, we have 2 zero cost meteors, so we don't have to worry about the one that's in hand. We can play either. We're taking damage this turn? We're taking damage this turn. I can't block. So stupid. We do have bites, but we don't have infinite bites. We have 1 zero cost one, I guess. So we could get back that one. Yeah, but I want to go into the next fight at full health. The next fight is a Mega Elite. We could use the block pot. It seems pretty silly. Yeah, I think we just wait. We inevitably kill him. So I think we just wait until the bites get us to full when we do it. Because we could kill him this turn, obviously. We could like Meteor Strike, all for one. But he's only doing 5 damage right now, and that's the least damage we can take this turn. So I guess I'll do it. Even though it's incredibly stupid. Okay, so now we could stack and block. And then like Sunder, and then like hologram back a meteor or something. They don't really need the meteors for energy, but they do. I guess Sunder does more damage. Oh yeah, all for one. Let's see. All for one gets back a bite. Oh, it gets back the stack too. Okay, great. I guess I will put the meteor strikes in. I don't want to kill him before I'm back to full health, so I go to full health now. Okay, you're allowed to die now. We got a shovel. It's not like we're doing anything else at rest sites. We already got the key. We can take a second Sunder or second stack. We don't really need Sunder anymore. Stack is kind of fun. Nah, I think it's another card that's not an all for one, and we have a lot of cards. We already have a copy of Stack. Okay. Consume's probably pretty good, but I think we're just going to mulligan all this, because none of it costs 0. It's a little bit dangerous, but it only blocks for 5, so... All for 1 costs 1. We have defend all for 1, that's nice. There's no other 0 cost stuff in the discard. And we can't draw. So I think we're probably just going to Glacier all for 1, Hologram all for 1. I guess we could Hologram something else. Oh yeah, there's no point in Hologram all for 1, it costs 1. And we're already blocked out, so we'll just Sunder. I guess I could have saved the energy too, that's reasonable. There's 2 meteors in draw, so Cool-Headed's pretty reasonable. Try and find one. Did not find one. So we gotta block the normal way. We don't even have holograms to exploit. They all cost 1. We could hologram Cool-Headed again, but then the meteor would have to cost 1. I think that's probably not happening. So I think we defrag and then block with Frost Orbs, or try to. We do have a 0 cost defend. So I guess we just use both holograms to get the 0 cost defend, which blocks for 20, 32, and then get an extra 3 from the zip. Take 10. Okay. Alright, now we just have to bite back to full health. While also blocking out this turn. We don't have any control over draw order this turn. We've got a really lousy shuffle. Loop gives us crazy amounts of energy now. I think we'd rather have a bunch of energy than bite a couple of times. We do need to bite 5 times in the fight, and it's possible we die, I suppose. I guess we could play all these bites to shuffle now. Oh no, that costs 7. Alright, I'll just play the 2 2-cost ones. Oh, here we go. I hit a Shuriken proc, so that's probably the right place to stop. Yeah, next turn's the combo turn, so... although he's intangible this turn, so it's not a super convenient combo turn, but we can at least get to full health. And probably block for infinity. Actually, it looks like this isn't a combo turn, because we don't have anything to start it. So I guess we're just blocking out as much as we can. Okay, we can combo because we can just draw with Unceasing Top. So I guess we just want energy. The most energy is Doom and Gloom dual cast, so I'll do that. And then play all the cards in the hand, Sunder last. Or Stack last. I'll rebound the Sunder. No, I'll rebound the Defend, we're still not blocked out. That hurts. Hologram could go get a dual cast is over. Go get Cool-Headed again. But that's all my energy. What's the max block? We can't get stacked. This costs 3 and then it costs 2. I guess it's just defend is the most block. Well, actually, I guess I will hologram and cool-headed, because then if it gets something that costs 0, it could block for more. Actually, it blocks for 9 by itself. And it got Glacier. That works. Okay. Play the bite because it costs 0. Play defend, it costs 0. We're blocking out this turn, so we can afford consume. Well, I guess we have to skip bite to consume. Where are those meteor strikes and all for ones? What the hell? So we're drawing them all next turn, but unfortunately we're also shuffling next turn. Unless we can hologram something that... We could like hologram a rebound? Yeah, I guess that's a thing we could do. Hologram rebound. So if we hologram rebound, then we have to actually play something with rebound. The only thing is recursion, so I guess we do that. Oh wait, rebound costs 2. We can't do it. Okay, alternate plan. Cool-headed. Draw something good. It costs too much. Okay, we're already blocked out, so I'll save the energy. Meteor Strike Recursion gets a bunch of energy. And we can all for one and get it, but we could, let's see, we can't draw. We can just rebound all for one. I guess we're not blocked out. Maybe this is the block bot turn? Oh, rebound all for one to randomize the cost. I think that's worth. Let's see. Yeah, block bot blocks for 12. That's all it ever does, so might as well do it now. I guess that's not technically true. It maybe would have been better in like the heart fight, because currently I still have some floors to go, so I could like heal up after that. Maybe that wasn't right. Okay, so we hologram meteors, I think, this turn. And then finally go off. Oh, actually we're killing him. So I guess I'll hologram a bite. That's cool for I didn't see what we draw. More holograms. Snecko Eye has decided that nothing is going to cost 0 this fight. Everything's going to be expensive. Alright, we at least want to gain 8 health so that we're back to full before the fight's over. I guess this is supposed to be the hardest fight, or among the hardest fights in the game, right? This is our Act 3 Mega Elite. So like maybe if we exit this without full mana, that's fine. Glacier Pass is definitely wrong, because we can hologram meteors for negative mana. We might want to end with Glacier. Oh, I see, because we can't hologram meteors, because then we kill him. We've also drawn all of our holograms, so we can't go beget all for one anymore either. I think I just want to end the fight now. So let's see, we have 4 energy, so each bite is hitting for 11. So if we bit him 4 times, he would still be alive. We can't actually bite him 4 times though, so we can like bite twice and then meteor once. Which I think kills him and puts us up to 69, which is fine. I'll do the meteor first just to make sure I don't run out of energy during the turn. Okay, very useful Mob Bank, floor 42. Thunderstrike does get its cost randomized. I think I do need another Cool-Headed. It seemed like I've been having trouble finding stuff. Cool-Headed helps me get there a little bit. So I'll grab Cool-Headed. We have to take the Sapphire Key here. Anchor is good, but not good enough to pass the heart. I don't think we need any smithing. Let's see, what are the options? Yeah, they're all just damage and a little bit of health. So let's find a relic. Potion Belt. Totally useless. I already have Sozu. Better luck next time. We have a zero-cost hologram. It's pretty neat. So we can like do a lot of defense and then all for one to get them back, and then hologram to get all for one back, and then all for one to get hologram back. But that costs 3 energy per cycle, so we can't do that forever. So maybe we should just meteor now. But then, if we meteor now, then he changes his thing, and then maybe we don't like his new thing. So let's just all for one. Okay, we don't really like his new thing. But we survive it, so I think we keep it. Meteor Strike's fun. And then we can recursion for energy. Okay, let's see what he's doing. Alright. We have 2 attacks, so we can keep poking him. That's even better. Let's just recursion and hologram recursion. And then recursion again, then loop. Oh, I somehow totally missed that I'm not blocking out this turn. But I guess I've used up my options, so I'll stand here because I don't want to get hit even harder. Alright. We have hologram for 0. Do we have another hologram for 0? We do. So we have infinite block here. So let's do that for a little while I figure out what else I want to do. That's true, we have drawing exactly 7 cards. That requires us to skip Cool-Headed, but that's fine. We don't really need Cool-Headed this turn. Okay, what's the max damage he can do? It's like he's got a triple attack, right? I think we'll just go to 100 again. Let me just finish being a little robot here really quick. And then I will look at the discard pile. Okay, we've done it. Oh wait, I didn't figure out what I was going to do after it. I guess Meteor Strike? Okay, so we've got Consume, Defrag, Glacier, so we're going to have some good block. But that's about it. The All for One doesn't do a ton, it just gets back a bite into their hologram. Bunch of defense. Let's strike him. Alright, well, we're definitely canceling that one. Pretty okay with leaving him there. But we do still have 2 attacks, so I guess we can poke him a little further. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, we can get cards all day. We had the 0-cost hologram, but we don't really need any more cards. Okay. I guess we could have just gone off with unseizing top that turn. We didn't really need to, though, and we didn't want to draw cards so that we could control shuffling. Actually, there's no point in controlling shuffling because there's no... what is that card called? Holograms in this hand. So we'll just shuffle now so that we can get the 0-cost bite in the next shuffle. And I guess we'll Meteor, since he's got some armor. And we've got more attacks, so we'll keep attacking. We don't want that one. That's the bad one. Okay, let's just like spend all the cards in the hand. That was probably the wrong order. I was probably meant to consume before Glacier. It would be nice to get a bite. Thank you. Sunder. Okay. No, I don't think any of these are good. Compiler is kind of interesting. We did get a 0-cost hologram, that's nice. Particularly if we can find another one during this shuffle. I don't really need dual cast this turn, and I guess I'll keep the 0-cost defend, just in case I need to defend hologram defend. Ooh, 0-cost all for one, and 0-cost meteor strike, so we're infinite, right? So we just kill him right now. Unless we've got too many 0-cost things. No, we're fine. Okay, good fight. This is so stupid. Oh yeah, might as well bite. Get to full health. Pen nib. Probably isn't something we're going to try and control super strictly since we're doing shuriken stuff, and shuriken's more important. But eventually it will increase our damage a little bit. Try to land it on a meteor. We don't need any of these. Sweeping beam's kind of interesting, but no. This is more digs. Unless we found something that needs smithing, we did not. Ooh. Do we want that or do we want to skip that? I think we want that and we want it on all for one. Seems like pretty clearly what we want. Oh wait, meteor maybe is better, yeah. All for one, like, we really need all for one in the discard pile so that the holograms work though. And we have 2 copies of meteor, so we're more likely to find it randomly. It does suck when it's the last card though. Yeah, I think I'll take all for one because it's more damaging if that's the last card. Okay, all for one costs 1. That's fine. Probably want to use consume and not glacier this turn. I'll keep hologram at 2. Probably meant to keep the 0-cost defend. Oh, great. I got the order wrong again. It's supposed to consume before thing, but we have infinite energy, so it doesn't matter. Pretty good chance this deck can kill Transient. There's not really any point to killing Transient, but we can. This is not a good turn. Everything costs 3. I don't like it, but we can just go get all for one. But then our hand is full. Oh wait, we have 17 energy. I forgot. Okay, so we're going to get all for one with this. I'm going to play Loop and these two defense to make some room. I guess I'll dual cast. It's technically positive energy, but not very much. We could cool-head it first and look for some more zero-cost stuff, but I think we've got enough zero-cost stuff. I definitely have that achievement. I have eaten transient many times. It's actually pretty common that there's like a good reason to like kill transient and eat him, like for feed or for something. And there's lots of decks that can do it. Any deck that's kind of like this does it. I guess we want to set up Pen Nib for next fight. That's something we kind of care about. We have like 4 more turns of transient stuff first, though. Oh yeah, I could have rebounded the hologram this turn. Okay, I guess that's the end. First Dane, I'm not a huge fan of the screen shake, but it doesn't really bother me, so I've left it on. Alright, so we've got hologram. We will help rebound it this time, if for no other reason than to get it into the next shuffle. We've got a bunch of energy, so let's do that now, before I forget. Grab all for one, get some more energy, clear up some room in the hand. I guess I'll zap. Oh shoot, I put hologram on top and then drew it. I guess that's probably the correct play though. I wasn't thinking about it, but it does work really well. What are the other cards I can draw? Defrag and Bite? Looks like we're killing him this turn if we want to. How do I end this fight with a good pen nib count? I don't. Is it like it seems like I have very limited ability to control when fights end. I guess we don't want it to end yet. We want to hit him with a small attack if possible. Oh, even a small attack's too much. Okay, whatever. There's another double energy, but I think no. Maybe it should be taking double energy though. I don't know. I think once we are unceasing top, we never stop. We don't have any way to exhaust wounds and stuff from the heart. Get an extra relic here. Okay, Centennial Puzzle might save us at some point. That's nice. Zero cost all for one right off the bat. A lot of other garbage though. He is attacking, so I'll keep the defend. I don't think we have time for messing around. It seems like we just Meteor Strike him right away. I guess we rebound the Meteor Strike, try to get it to zero cost. And then defend all for 1, defend to block for 6. Or for 10. Also procs Shuriken. Sunder is just wasting clocks, I think. It does do 68 damage though. Oh wait, it's with Pen Nib. I guess that's good enough. Isn't it like... Yeah, whatever. Medical Kit would be really nice. We did get a 0-cost Meteor Shark. Well, we can't do infinite stuff because this is Time Meter. Where does the time go? We can bite him to get back some stuff. We only get 4 more cards this turn. If those cards are Hologram, All for One, Meteor, and Bite, I'm pretty happy. That's skipping Defrag though. I guess Defrag doesn't really do much in the deck anymore. Because these are all Plasma Orbs, like, that doesn't scale. Okay. We can just block for 17 with stack, and get it back with All for One. We definitely want to split Time Eater this turn. Alright, he's split now. I guess we probably want to eat up the rest of his turn too, so that we have a full turn to combo him next time. Maybe get another Shuriken proc. Another Shuriken proc is 3 cards, that takes us up to 8, so we have 4 cards to get there. We can just bite him, because it's in hand. We're already... Oh no, we're not blocked out, so we'll stack to block out. I guess we don't have any more attacks, we'd have to cool-headed into them. Yeah, we'd get it either way, because either it's Hologram into attack, or these are both attacks. So let's go ahead and do that. I guess I'll defrag because I don't want to leave myself on 10. And then I'll do the 0-cost defense to save Ice Cream energy. Doesn't look like we can kill him, so we should probably just do nothing. We could rebound if we wanted to randomize the cost of something, but the only thing that we want to randomize is bite. I guess biting is not bad. We could rebound the rebound to get a random rebound price. Just play Doom and Gloom. That makes sense. Does it really set up more damage for the combo though? It's like most of the damage is strength scaling now. Yeah, that's a good point. We might have a kill here. Okay, so if we Doom and Gloom, if we rebound Doom and Gloom, then we have a Doom and Gloom on top. And we play these 2 rebounds and a bite, and then I guess we want to recur the Plasma Orb. I hate going in for a kill though and not getting it. It's so frustrating. So this is 19 plus 28 is 47 plus 12 is 59. Yeah, I think we just wait. And I'm not convinced that Doom and Gloom this turn is good. This orb is going to get more damage, but it gets more damage even if we just wait. He thinks that was foolish. We have a 0-cost hologram. We don't have any meteors though to like really combo off, so maybe we just wait here too. Obviously we have to block, but Yeah, I think we're probably pretty good against the heart. The only thing I'm worried about is we can't do the ice cream combo unless we find medical kit. And we've been beating people with the ice cream combo pretty hard. Let's cool head and see what we can find. We do still need to block. Maybe we hologram for recursion. Guess I'll cool head first. No, because then I'm recurring the dark orb. Well, now I can't cool headed. Well, I guess I can. It doesn't really. The damage doesn't matter too much from that. Dual cast is okay. So we're getting hit for like 2 currently. It's not too bad. Or wait, how much is it? It's 36. Yeah, it's 2. Okay. If we all for one, we get a hologram and a rebound, so we can hologram the all for one and then rebound it to get a random price on it. Yeah, we probably do want to clock every turn. I kind of want to wait for meteors though. Zero cost meteors are a big part of the damage. We definitely want to shuriken more than we're shurikening right now. I guess I'll bite to get it into the shuffle. Okay, so 4 more cards. If I want those to be another, whatchamacallit, strength, they need to be rebound, hologram, all for one bite. Okay, I'm going to do that in a slightly different order because I want to rebound the all for one and change the price. Okay. Oh, we took some damage. Tragic. Okay. Here we go. Now we got meteor strikes. Oh wait, it doesn't really matter. So he's not attacking, so we can just freely bite him. We also have a zero cost hologram. So I think we just attack as much as we possibly can. I'll clear space in the hand with meteors by emptying meteor strikes, but I really want, let's see, I guess I just want to get one more bite in before the end of the fight. So I'll just make sure I kill him this turn. And then try to get Pen Nib up for next fight. Pen Nib doesn't really matter at the beginning of the fight though, so getting it to 9 or whatever is not really a priority. Okay. Alright. All for one costing its original 2 in this fight. We want to keep the cool-headed and probably the rebound as well. And I'll keep the bite just for multi-biting. Let's cool head first. Well, we don't really have any good way to block here. Consume blocks for 2, defend blocks for 5. That's a lot of damage going in. Hologram blocks for 5. We can't even hologram the cool head back. We're going to have to heal with some bites here. That's okay, this fight is long enough that we can heal. But not 24, not easily at least. But I guess we need to start by getting some strength. Zero mana hologram, 0 mana all for one. Seems like a thing. We have too many cards though, and not enough energy. Oh wait, we have Meteor Strike. That's something. Meteor Strike plus 0 mana Glacier seems like it's probably enough energy. Excuse me. Hello? Hello? It is, yes. Okay, I'm not currently doing that. I'm not currently taking any prescriptions. Is there anything else? No. I'm not taking any prescriptions. Okay, great. Yeah, sounds good. This is not actually a super great time for me to be on a call, but I will be at my appointment tomorrow. I need to go, but I will be at the appointment tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, so we were going to glacier to get the energy from the plasma orbs, and then I guess Doom Gloom does the same thing. And then all for one. Let's see, how many cards are coming back? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we do have room for that exactly, so that's okay. But once the hologram goes in, we will not have room. We do need more blocks still. Oh, I guess we will have room because the hologram itself is making room. Alright, so we don't need to mess around with these two anymore. We can just hologram and all for one until the fight is over. Did I not mute the mic? I thought I did. Did it switch the inputs or something? I switched from OBS Studio to Streamlabs OBS, and so it might have lost which microphone it cared about. Kapow! Oh, was that the second one? Who was the first? Oh, I guess the first one was Time Lord. Forgot about that. All right. It seems like we're digging again. Mercury Hourglass. I don't think that's really how this deck works, but okay, sure. Oh my god, we did get Medical Kit. What? What the fuck? Wow, okay, sure. Do we need anything else here? Do we need a card remove? Card remove seems good. Move one of these gross defends. This deck is so silly. Cannot believe just like Medical Kit showed up as well. That's so silly. Okay, so let's get the defend out of the way. We don't really need Whetstone, but it does improve our damage a little bit. Maybe Forethought is a thing. Put any number of cards from your hand onto the bottom of your draw pile that costs 0 until played. I don't think so. Yeah, I think if I wanted Apotheosis, I would just buy Whetstone, because that would hit, hopefully, either Bites or Meteor Strikes. Also, we can't afford it anymore. We can't buy potions. I could buy a leap, I guess. I think I'll just buy a whetstone for fun. Okay, a little bit extra damage. All right. So we got a zero cost hologram right off the bat. So we basically just need to find. We could rebound to randomize the price of all for one. The more we mulligan, the more chances we find a meteor. So I think I'll mulligan pretty aggressively. Yeah, Snecko Potion is crazy with Snecko Eye, but it doesn't. Yeah, we have Jizu, so can't do it. Okay, meteor. Give me a meteor. Darn. Is that the only zero cost thing? There are 3 zero cost things, so I'll go get Cool Headed and play that. Still no meteor. Alright. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 cards, 4, 5 cards. I'll stop counting way too early. So a little bit of room would help. Maybe if I bite stack first. I do need some block. Stack does block out. There's not really any point in cool heading anymore because I can't draw cards and then play them unless they cost exactly 0. I will hologram one last bite though. I think this is all my holograms too, so we're gonna have to go the rest of the fight without, or the rest of the shuffle without getting back a all for one. Is that all the holograms? We have 4 copies of hologram. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So that's unfortunate. I guess maybe I should have cool-headed to try and shuffle back to try and get to the next shuffle so that I can get those holograms. But I didn't think about it in time. The max block is consume recursion coolhead. Can't afford that. This is rough. This is not a good set of cards. I think we're going to coolhead it just to pray, but otherwise we're taking 61 damage or near it. Yikes. Might have been. Let's go ahead and drink the colorless potion. I'm not sure what we're looking for, but oh, enlightenment's pretty decent. Actually, maybe we want good instincts more. Let's see. Maybe we want mayhem more. So mayhem can get meteor strikes. If we pick enlightenment, what are we playing? Just like loop. I think I'll pick mayhem. Well, this fight went very poorly. I didn't think this was it was possible to lose with this deck, but it seems like it is. Oh, we can also just play burns. I missed that. I took 4 extra damage because of that last turn. We can double meteor strike to kill the spear, which seems good. Wastes a little bit of damage, but it's fine. Wastes a ton of damage. I guess we can just meteor strike over here and then rebound to kill him and then turn around anyway. I don't know what I want to rebound though. The shield is dangerous in his own right, though. I'm afraid of just trying to stand here and fight him. You know, like he's actually killing me right now, huh? We're actually losing. Unbelievable. Wow, that's shocking. Wow, I've never lost a deck like that. I'm just stunned. Alright, well, in addition to being stunned, I am hungry, so I think that's going to be the end of the stream. A bunch of new people came today, appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that's true, missing the medkit did cost me the fight. I guess I should have restarted when I realized that, but man. Thanks, Hume, for becoming a follower. I appreciate it. Let me find somebody for you guys to raid. And then I should be back about the same time tomorrow. Terrence is on. He's got a pretty similar style to me, so I like raiding him. He's it's the same kind of idea. All right, thanks for coming, everybody. I'll be back on the same time tomorrow. Times have changed a little bit because of the daylight savings thing, so if you're outside of the US, that may have affected you differently. But either way, I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Vegetable Bird, for the raid. Welcome to all of your viewers. Hope you had a great stream. Adrenaline plus caltrips. Alright, so adrenaline obviously gets a lot better later than caltrips, kind of. That's not even like completely there. It definitely helps a little bit. You miss side turns. Absolutely crushing loss at the end, defect deck. That was crazy. Infinite? Cool. That sucks that you lost at the end though. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm in the shop. Adrenaline, caltrips, hexaghost, fighting an elite. It's really not great against Knob. Caltrips, it does like 6 damage maybe. And that's gonna deal a lot of damage to me. Flip cam on the horizontal and tell us all about how your life got tipped upside down. I'll take the adrenaline. The potions also weren't like amazing for an elite. $9.23.